from the man called Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Individual performance, and then you begin to wonder, if you take away the goals of Aubameyang, what will Arsenal be this season? He just seems to be their savior. Every single time they need him, he comes to, of course, deliver and comes with the goods as well. 07000000889. I can tell you that Leon Balogun made his debut today, as well as, of course, Joe Aribo playing and shining like a million stars. Yes, as of course Rangers defeated Aberdeen. Leon Balogun made his debut while Joe Aribo was in action as Rangers secured a 1-0 win over Aberdeen in the first game of the 2020-2021 season. The 32-year-old defender joined the Ibrox Stadium outfit from Championship side Wigan Athletic after reaching the end of his short-term contract with the Latics. Balogun teamed up with Wigan, yes, initially on loan, but then of course he definitely moved to Scotland to join Rangers. Remember, he played for Brighton and Hove, didn't really feature, was sent on loan, and he formed the four-man defense today along with Bona Barisic, Connor Goldson and James Tavernier, and delivered a solid performance. Yes, the former Werder Bremen centre-back made 3 clearances, had 1 block shot and 8 touches, and recorded 100% pass success, while of course Aribo struck 3 shots with 2 on target. He made 2 key passes and 100% pass success rate to ensure his side claimed their first win of the season. So good one, you want to say, for Leon Balogun and Aribo. Their market also going well right there in, of course, Scotland, beg your pardon, with Rangers. They winning Aberdeen and winning them well. All right, then let me go back to the phone lines. Hello, who's there? Good evening to you.
I'm called. My name is Alava.
Allah, welcome, my brother. Are you an Arsenal fan?
Yeah, I'm not a Ghana fan. I'm not a Chelsea fan.
Oh, you're not a Gunners fan. You're not a Chelsea fan.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, but you just want to talk about the game. How did you see the game then?
Congratulate Arsenal fans for their winning today, because they have done a very great job. They won Arsenal. They defeated. And today also they have made their fans happy. I just want to congratulate them.
All right then. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much. Yes, sport fans, Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. Of course, you do know I just gave you news concerning Aribo, and of course the fact that he was able to make things happen. But then you do know he's expressed his delight after winning the Rangers Young Player of the Year and Goal of the Season awards. Yes, the young midfielder delivered impressive performances during his debut campaign at Ibrox Stadium. Aribo teamed up with the Guards last summer after turning down a contract extension with Charlton Athletic, where he spent 4 years, and the 24-year-old played a key role as Gerrard's men finished runners-up in the 2019-2020 Scottish Premier League season, which was abruptly concluded due to the outbreak of the coronavirus. But hey, come on, you just have to put some respect on Joe Aribo's name. He's doing things, making things happen, I must tell you, and that is the truth of the matter. Let me go quickly to the Italian Serie A, where a goal has been scored in the game between Juventus and AS Roma. Not to worry, I'll serve you the lineup of that particular one right there in that game. Yes, Gonzalo Higuain is the man who's gotten a goal as early as the 6th minute. So it's Juventus who have their noses in front against AS Roma. Going straight to the lineups, it's Wojciech Szczesny in goal. You have Frabotta. He is the man at the left-hand side of the defense. Bonucci, Rugani, and Danilo make up the back four for Juventus. It's Rabiot, Matuidi, and Muratore in midfield, while you have Zani Makaya, Gonzalo Higuain, the goal scorer, and Bernardeschi. No Cristiano Ronaldo for this one. He will not be playing, and that is the decision of Maurizio Sarri. Not that he's injured or he's, of course, accumulated bookings. No, he just is not included in today's match day squad. But they look good without him. Talking about Cristiano Ronaldo, as Gonzalo Higuain is already making things happen. For Roma, you have Fuzato. He's the goalkeeper. Ibanez, Smalling, and Fazio make up a 3-man defense line. Zappacosta and Calafiori are the men in wing-back positions. Then you have Cristante and Villa de Freya, Perotti, Zaniolo, and Kalinic right there. Okay, another call coming through. Hello, who's there? Good evening. Welcome. Hello. Are you there? Okay, AC Milan, Cagliari, 10 minutes gone in that game. I'll tell you, it's AC Milan nil, Cagliari nil. Who's there? Hello, good evening. Welcome.
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening. What's up? How you doing?
My name is Sunday.
Sunday on a Saturday. Are you an Arsenal fan, Sunday?
A very bona fide Arsenal fan. Please, is this Tony?
This is Overdose.
Overdose.
Yes, sir. Fine. How you doing?
Tony no day today.
Why?
I wanted Tony before. The thing is, say, don't talk before, say, Tottenham and Arsenal. Reality before, presently as at last week, say, Tottenham is a more bigger club than Arsenal. Based on say Tottenham now qualify for Europa as at that time. So I want to tell and say presently Arsenal Tottenham, which is a bigger club.
Okay.
That went up in you.
Okay, no vex. Sorry. Don't be offended. But then you should be rejoicing, not going back, to past events. Remember the wife of Lot. I don't want to say more than that. But then, yes, Arsenal, FA Cup winners. Another call. Hello, good evening.
Oh, what you do?
How you doing, my brother? What's up?
Wow.
Well done, sir.
How's family now?
Fine. Who's on the line?
Coyote.
All right, Coyote, you're welcome. Are you an Arsenal fan?
I'm a Man United fan.
Man United fan. Okay, now from a neutral point. What do you think happened?
Then they make noise, they challenge Man. They don't know say Man United Joga. But he said they beat Man U for semi-final. He said there's only win cup. They don't know say that we are not like that cup from black.
Okay, so now you are not happy.
You are doing a good job.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Go drink water till next season.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes, sport fans, Sports Radio 88.9 Prela FM. It's Arsenal season, and that's why the man is happy. Well, as a Man United fan, because you know Arsenal, played Chelsea, and Chelsea were the team that actually beat Man U in the semi-final before going all the way to the final, and then beaten today by Arsenal. Atalanta at the moment are losing, sport fans. They are losing to Inter Milan. It's Atlanta 0, Inter Milan 1. That is the scoreline right there in that game, and I'll tell you that it's the Ambrosio who got that goal right there for Inter Milan. Yes, that is what has happened. Of course, you do know it's all about the Italian league matches. Round 38 fixtures, final set of fixtures going down. And let me just quickly give you the lineup for Atlanta. You have Golini, who started the game but has been taken off after 5 minutes due to injuries. Portiello is the man who has replaced him right there, while you have Jim City, Kaidara and Toloi as a 3-man defense. Gosens, Freya, Derun, Castagna, Pasalic, Zapata and Gomez. Yes, Pasalic, Zapata and Gomez in that triangle right there up front. Well, of course, for Inter Milan, you have Makandanovic. He is the man right there making things happen between the stakes. Godin, De Vrij and Bastoni are the defenders. D'Ambrosio, Brozovic, Gagliardini. You have Ashley Young, Barella, Lukaku and Lautaro Martinez. Yes, the starting 11 right there for Inter Milan, who are up and running. AC Milan have also gotten a goal against Cagliari with 12 minutes played, but it was an own goal from a former Liverpool defender, talking about Ragnar Klavan. Remember, he was a former player of Liverpool. Yes, indeed. In fact, of course, he moved to Liverpool from Augsburg, you remember, and spent 2 seasons with them before joining Cagliari. Well, his goal is what separates Cagliari and AC Milan. But quickly, let me tell you how the Rossoneri have set up under Stefano Pioli for tonight's game. It's Gianluigi Donnarumma, and between the stakes, then you have Calabria, Jair, Gabia, and Hernandez, Benassi and Kessie. Yeah, Frank Kessie, of course, you know the Ivorian right there. And 2 Africans holding it down in defensive midfield position for Milan. Benassi, you know, is an Algerian. Kessie is an Ivorian. So it's an Algerian-Ivorian connection right there. Leao Kalanoglu, Castillejo, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic make up the 11 on the field for AC Milan. For Cagliari, I wanted to say Napoli. Napoli are also in action, but for Cagliari, you have Cragno. Here's the goalkeeper. Walu Kwegs is there. You have Sepitelli and Clavan, the man who got the own goal. Matiello, Nandes, Faragal, Yanuta, Luco Giannis, Pereiro, and Simeone are the players right there for, of course, Cagliari. I told you Napoli are in action up against Lazio by 1-0. That is the scoreline right there, and it's Fabian Ruiz who has gotten that goal. Yes, it's his goal that separates Napoli from Lazio as things stand right there in the Serie A. But let me tell you that David Ospina, former Arsenal goalkeeper, is the man between the stakes for Gennaro Gattuso's men. Then you have Rui Koulibaly, Manolas, Di Lorenzo, Zielinski is in midfield with Lobotka and Ruiz, the goal scorer, while you have Insigne, Mertens, and Callejon. And of course, you know our Nigerian brother has moved to that club, talking about Victor Osimhen. I can't wait to see Insigne, Mertens, Callejon, and Osimhen. Wow, it will be wonderful. Well, I don't know if any of Mertens or the man called Insigne should be at Napoli, because there are rumors that, of course, other clubs are coming for their services. But then, anyhow, anyway, Victor Osimhen should be headlining the attack for Napoli right there come next season after making a move. And the man, of course, is really looking forward to playing for Napoli. Strakosha is the man who starts between the sticks for Lazio. Then you have Gabaron, Luis Felipe, and Asebi in a three-man defense line. Lazzari, Milinkovic-Savic, Parolo, Alberto, and Marusic. Yes, of course, that is what it is. And then you have Korea, who partners Ciro Immobile, who will win the goal scorer award, or should I say the highest goal scorer award right there. Yes, they call it the Capocchianeri. I think I'm right. Yes, of course, the highest goal scorer award in Italy, and that is what it is. So Ciro Immobile looking set to put that one in the bag right there. Of course, he already has 35 goals to his name. Cristiano Ronaldo has 31, and Ronaldo not playing tonight, so whichever way he will be taking home that award. Talking about Ciro Immobile, very, very wonderful guy, no doubt. He's helped Napoli, yes, did I say Napoli? Lazio this season with 35 goals and 9 assists. Wow. What an immense and mammoth contribution right there. 0700000889. Talk to me, sport fans. AC Milan 1, Cagliari no goal. Atalanta 0, Inter Milan 1. Right there, yes, in Italy. Then you have Juventus 1, Roma 0, and Napoli 1, Lazio no goal. I'll give you, yes, indeed, the result of what happened, talking about against Brescia and Sampdoria. But I have another call right now. Hello, good evening, welcome. Yeah.
Oh, my boy!
I greet you.
Oh, my man, I greet you too.
How you doing?
Thank you for praise.
Yeah.
Dave.
Welcome. What's your name?
Dave.
Dave. Oh, Dave. How you doing, Dave?
I'm fine.
Good to talk to you again.
Yes.
Yes. Same here, Dave. So what's up? Talk to me.
You see, Overdose.
Yeah.
You see, most of these Chelsea fans, they don't like to, believe the truth. You know, me, I've been the one, I've been crying before now. Yes, it's not my team, but I know what England is all about. That's the defense line. If Tottenham and Arsenal beef up their team next season, they cannot enter top 4. They cannot use that back line to win any trophy. Overdose, mark my word. They cannot use that back line to win any trophy. That back line is the one of the poorest back line I've seen in my life. They don't know what they're doing. That back line, they don't know what they're doing. That Zuma, Rudiger, they don't know what they're doing. And the worst of all is that they're putting blame on that innocent keeper. Overdose, are you there?
Yeah, Kepa Arrizabalaga.
Yes, that Kepa. If all of them, they are just accusing that number for nothing. That defense line is a big calamity. Nothing is in that defense line. I am telling you, if you like, let him go and bring Messi and Ronaldo. like what is buying right now, with that back line, they cannot overdose. Mark my word, they will be alive to see next season. If that man does not shuffle that his back line, they cannot make top four. Overdose, take it up on it.
All right, thank you so much. Yes, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang firing Arsenal to FA Cup glory. In fact, he's double settled the FA Cup final as he has given Arsenal their 14th FA Cup title with a man who is the captain and, of course, wearing number 14, lifting the FA Cup trophy. That, of course, tells you that, yes, who don't work, good job. Because, of course, at the end of the day, that's why it's called workshop. Are you there? Ladies and gentlemen, 07 000 889. Hello, who's there? Good evening.
Overdose, good evening.
Yes, good evening. Who's on the line?
Overdose, Matthew calling.
Welcome, Matthew. Thank you for not calling your location. What do you have to say?
Yeah, Overdose, first of all, I think this back line will carry Chelsea to top 4 this season. That one is aside. Anthony Taylor, anytime he handles Chelsea match, there must be a problem. No problem. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Well, of course, subdued contribution right there. You could tell the man not happy, I must say, with, of course, what has happened right there at the FA Cup final. Chelsea, you know, what really is surprising is that for a good part of the game, Chelsea remained like they were in the ascendancy, but then Arsenal took time to grow into the game, and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang once again making things happen. Well taken penalty for the first goal, sending the man called, of course, you know, Willy Caballero. So good when it comes to penalties, but hey, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, that hunger and that zeal and determination helping him send the goalkeeper the wrong way and planting the ball in the opposite direction. Another call here. Hello, good evening. Welcome.
Hello, Vadu.
Yes, sir. Good evening. How are you doing today?
My name is Ebere from Barry.
Hey, Billy, are you a Chelsea fan?
I'm a Chelsea fan. No,
oh, come on, hey, Billy. I could tell because your voice, it looks like somebody is dragging that voice down. But cheer up, my brother. Cheer up, cheer up, cheer up, cheer up, cheer up. Talk to me. Let me hear you. I can hardly hear you.
If Chelsea want to get nothing, they should change all this defense. This back line, they are not good. They are just achieving all these keepers or nothing. Because you know, all of them, they are flop. They are playing rubbish. They're not playing anything. They want to make it to top 4 or anything. They should leave all this defense. All these defense are not good at all.
Chelsea defense not good at all, he says. All right, thank you. Thank you so much. The man says they are not good at all. Of course, you can tell emphasis on the at all, like they're not just even close to being good. Well, that's what he says. What say you? Chelsea have been beaten, ladies and gentlemen. I'll give you some stats talking about concerning this particular final, so you get to know what's up. But then I will surely be right here to hit you with more information as the show goes on. Don't forget, other matches are going down, as well as transfer news. Yes, you want to know the latest as to what's happening in the world of transfers. Who are the players that are being looked at? Who are the players that will be bought by the top clubs, especially clubs that really know that they have to do business as far as beefing up their team is concerned. For Chelsea fans, they just feel the backline is not it. Well, I don't know, does this also prove that Kepa Arrizabalaga is not to be blamed? I mean, can you use just this match to actually say, yes, he's not to be blamed? You know, the backline is actually Chelsea's problem. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Vadu.
Yes, good evening, sir. What's your name?
Your friend, Oduayo.
Oduayo. Good to have you. Welcome on board.
Immediately after lockdown restart in England, I saw one of your shows, and I predicted then the local team was not Kevin. I said now we come Kevin. Over there, you know, don't let us team, don't condemn everything. So many Chelsea fans after at this team. I'm very sorry. One the Adari, he has a no great future. So don't condemn anything. The last thing in penalties, Norwich, Crystal Palace, Bournemouth, Aston Villa. Everybody have a visa.
All right, I'll have to let you go, Dwyer, because I'm actually hearing you echo, and of course that is a deal breaker. Well, of course, when you call me, just make sure that the only voice the whole world can hear, because hey, we global now, www.brilla.net. The only voice I want to hear is your voice and not any hallback or echoes or what have you. So when you call, make sure that you lower whatever you're listening to and actually talk to us so we can enjoy your contribution on the show. It's How Market right here on Sports Radio AA.9 Brilla FM. I'll be back. Let me go pay the bills, and then of course I'll return to serve you with more news and take more of your calls and your contributions. You can also follow on Facebook. It's www.facebook.com/889 Brilla FM. The man with a plan, the elder, right here. Yes, Ukoroji Chidozie Jefta. Overdose on your radio, but I'll be back. Don't touch it. This is Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. And yes, you already know, it is your home of sports.
This is the home of sport. Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM.
Take Brilla anywhere, everywhere.
Yes, you can take Brilla with you anywhere, everywhere.
The Brilla app is available for free download on Google Play. It is also there on the Apple iTunes Store. Yes, on Google Play and the Apple iTunes Store.
Look out for the Brilla football and microphone logo with the letters BRILA in green colour.
That is our authentic app. It gives you Brilla FM, Brilla.net, BrillaSports.tv, and all the extra betting tips, live score, plus our Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Google Plus, and YouTube posts.
Sports fun. You can post your videos and eyewitness reports.
Brilla, BRILA. Available for download on Google Play and the Apple iTunes Store. Take Brilla anywhere, everywhere on your handset.
Dilly, why are you smiling at your phone? I think I found the one. I'm in love. Oh, please. You find the one every day now. No, this time is different. This is unlike anything I've ever seen before. I mean, I just signed up on msport.com and received 130% bonus on my first deposit. Can you believe that? It's the highest sign-up bonus anywhere in Nigeria. Wait. Let me see that. msports.com? Yes, it's the new sports betting website that gives you the fastest live betting, highest odds, 180% bonus on your accumulators, real-time cash out, and when you link your ATM card to your msport.com account, you get winnings paid out to your bank account in seconds. Wow, that's incredible! Yes, get 130% bonus on your first deposit when you sign up today. Take part in our Million Naira promo and share your bet code on social media to enjoy up to 100% of your stake back. Terms and conditions apply. msport.com. More than sport.
Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM.
You're a jack of one trade,
Master of one. Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM.
jack of one trade.
Yes, that's what we are, your jack of one trade. As I welcome you back to the show, it is still How Market right here on Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. And yes, Overdose still right here, but then you have to say, if you're a Chelsea fan, not only is the loss painful, but also injury to 3 players in today's game. Christian Pulisic had to come off, as well as Cesar Azpilicueta, not forgetting Pedro as well in today's loss to Arsenal. Both players, talking about Pulisic and Azpilicueta, they limped off during Chelsea's FA Cup final defeat to Arsenal to hand Frank Lampard a double injury blow ahead of his side's return to Champions League action against Bayern Munich. Both players appeared to pull their hamstring, and of course that was in either half during the 2-1 defeat at Wembley. And of course, to make matters worse, Pedro also of course dislocated his shoulder, like you know, not a good one at all right there. So So you begin to wonder what really will happen ahead of that return, yes, to Bayern Munich in the Champions League. It's later this month, and Chelsea will be looking forward to that one. But as far as the FA Cup is concerned, Arsenal have won it, and they have won it a club record time, 14 right there in England. Hello, good evening to you. Welcome.
Yeah, good evening, nobody.
Yes, sir. Good evening. How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
Welcome. Chinedu, you're welcome. Let's hear you.
Confirm. I'm very, very happy. I'm an Arsenal fan.
An Arsenal fan.
Yes.
You're very happy.
Yes. Very, 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 very happy. See, I want to tell Chelsea fans, and we are good. Lampard wants it. They need to go and apologize to Pep. I'm telling you, that young man have not done nothing wrong, because we cannot be blaming young keeper when we are defensive. Today, can you see what happened? Assuming the keeper was the keeper on goal today, then we see find one reason or the other to see blame keeper as another. That man is not the problem. Lampard just buying the attackers. Look at all the way they attackers everywhere, but they are not doing anything about their defense, and they are blaming the young keeper. If they like, let them buy whoever they want to buy. As far as that defense line is still like that, they will still be looking good everywhere. Understand? That one is number one. And there is this thing, I wasn't opportunity to call last week. Hello? Yes, I wasn't opportunity to call. That was, I think, I don't know, but last week, when Anthony was betting Tottenham and that.
Okay, thank you so much. We're actually focusing on what went down today. But then, of course, one man will be actually very excited. Well, we could say he will be even more excited than the rest of the Arsenal players. I'm talking about David Luiz. Personally, I asked myself, which version of David Luiz will turn up for today's game? And he proved to be the man that actually came out top against his former club. Yes, indeed. Arsenal supporters were also wondering, just as I wondered, which version of Luiz they would see at Wembley. Thankfully, this was the best one, provided poise and leadership at the back and avoided any notable errors before he was forced off with an injury late on. But then, he is so happy. David Luiz rubbing it in against his former side. Hello, who's there? Good evening, welcome.
Good evening,
Yes, sir. Good evening. How you doing?
I'm fine. This is Daniel.
Welcome, Daniel. You have the floor now. Hit me.
Ubadizu.
Yes, sir.
According to Coach Ogodo, if it has true, we have been the yard of the chicken. Chelsea fans, can you see yourself? You see, there's something about this life. This life is about give and take. Manchester United gave it to them, and they have to ask to take it from Chelsea. So let's just leave it. Congratulations to Arsenal. I'm not an Arsenal fan. I'm a Manchester United fan. You know, it's just a good one for Arsenal.
A good one for Arsenal. Well, you could say great. You could say a very, very notable also one for them, because it is their 14th title. You look at the fact that, yes, the man called Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang was given 9/10 in the rating, talking about post-match. And, of course, he was the match winner. Once again, coming up to deliver the goods. He missed only one chance early on, heading wide from a Maitland-Niles cross, but was the clinical factor right there. Won and scored a penalty to bring Arsenal level, and then showed some wonderful skill and composure for the second goal. Truly a captain's performance from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. With this one now, will Arsenal be doing everything humanly possible to make sure that they retain his services? Of course, you know his future still hanging in doubt, so to speak, because he's yet to commit to a new contract. But hey, well, you look at what he's done, and that is professionalism at the highest level. Not wanting to extend his contract, but knowing that he's still an Arsenal player and is delivering at even the highest of levels. That is what it's all about. Hello, good evening, welcome.
Hello, my brother.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. What's your name?
My name is Big Joe.
Big Joe. Okay, Big Joe, you're welcome. Thank you for not mentioning your location. Let's hear you, Big Joe.
Yes, I'm an Arsenal fan. You understand? I am so happy today what really happened in Arsenal team. Because of, I am telling them that I am going to beat Chelsea. This FA Cup is Arsenal bet light.
that we must take it back from them. So that is why I am happy. I'm going to play now UEFA. That people that say people they said that Arsenal will not make it. I said that Arsenal will make it. I wish my team were, my brother.
All right then, thank you so much. Yes, indeed. In fact, for Arsenal right now, their 2-1 comeback victory automatically means that it is a blow to Tottenham and Wolverhampton Wanderers. Of course, you know, for those people who are listening and actually hearing a couple of the callers say Arsenal the other day, Anthony said Arsenal and Tottenham, which is a bigger club. Well, this is what it means right now. Arsenal winning the FA Cup automatically means that Tottenham and Wolves are out of the Europa League. So no Europa League football for Jose Mourinho's side, as well as, of course, Nuno Espirito Santo. The game from behind to ensure their place in the Europa League next season. But it also means Tottenham, who finished 6th in the Premier League, will have to go into the second qualifying round of the competition. Spurs would have gone straight to the group stage if Chelsea had won. But it's worse news for Wolves, a Chelsea team, and the Chelsea win would have handed them a Europa League second qualifying round spot after finishing 7th in the Premier League. But they now miss out on European football completely because of Arsenal's triumph, unless they win this season's Europa League. If Wolves were to win the Europa League, they would earn a Champions League group stage place for the 2020-2021 season. They are currently level with Olympiacos 1-1 after the first leg of their last 16 tie. The second leg takes place at the Molineux on the 6th of this month. Who's already qualified for European football? Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, Manchester United, all for the group stage, while you have Leicester, Arsenal, both in the group stage, and Tottenham will go through a second qualifying round. Arsenal's FA Cup win opens up the opportunity for 8 English sides to be playing in Europe next season. If Wolves win the Europa League, they will join Liverpool, Man City, Man United, and Chelsea in the Champions League group stage next term as Europa League winners. Arsenal qualified for the Europa League group stage as FA Cup winners. Leicester have qualified for the Europa League group stage next season as the 5th place team, and Tottenham have qualified for the Europa League second qualifying round as the 6th place team. The top 4 teams in the Premier League will qualify for the group stages of the Champions League. Winning of the Champions League or Europa League also guarantees a place in the group stages. So that, of course, is what it is, sport fans, right here on Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. Just needed to break it down for anyone who wants to find out. Hello, who's there? Good evening.
Hello, over Diesel.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
This is Robert.
Japheth.
This is Robert speaking.
Oh, Robert.
Yeah, Robert.
Robert,
yeah.
you sound like an Arsenal fan. You're eager to just talk.
No.
Okay.
I'm even a Chelsea fan.
Oh.
But congrats to Arsenal.
So what really happened for Chelsea? Or what happened with Chelsea today?
Yeah. Hello, are you there?
I'm with you. What will you say happened?
Well, at the beginning of the match, Chelsea played like they wanted it more. But from the 21st minute, Arsenal started controlling play, started detecting the play, you know. But one thing that would be difficult to do is to convince me that the English FA does not have a hand in what happened. They already decided the outcome of the match. They already knew it. I'm telling you the fact. They already, okay, look at, you remember when the goalkeeper went out of the 18-yard box. He caught the ball. Do you know that, okay, are you going to tell me that the linesman didn't see it? If the people watching it saw it, why didn't the linesman see it? And that another...
Okay, like standing on the line, you know, when of course a penalty is about to be taken. Yes, he's saying that of course, you know, Caballero came off and he wasn't retaking. You know, whenever that thing happens, you have to retake a penalty. But hey, come on, I don't know. I didn't even think of that. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, sir. Good evening. How you living? What's up with you? Yes, this is Overdose. What's your name?
My name is Jeremiah.
Jeremiah. All right, Jeremiah. You say?
Since 30 days now, you know me.
Well, I'm back with you, man. I'm back, okay?
You know why I've been called? Because I make a bet with you for when Liverpool carry the ball with the big in Chelsea. When I pass the bet, when I tell you, say, well, why is the bet? Why you say you have structure? This way, Arsenal go beat them 2-1. So you need to buy me Arsenal jersey because now my baby guy you remember.
Well, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to. You know, like I
Jeremiah.
Yes, Jeremiah. Okay. All right. Okay, no problem.
Just get me an Arsenal jersey.
That's the part I can't promise you. Getting you an Arsenal jersey. That's the part I can't promise.
My position work, man.
My brother, you're supposed to get an Arsenal fan now because they are the ones in the higher chamber of celebration. But anyways, thanks for calling.
Okay.
All right then, thank you so much. Well, let me tell you that Kalinic has actually, leveled things up right there for Roma. It's now Juventus 1, Roma 1. 37 minutes gone in that game right there, and of course Rugani with a yellow card for Juventus. So it's 1-1, 37 minutes. In other games, AC Milan still lead Cagliari 1-0, and Klavan was of course the man who got that goal. It was an own goal, and AC Milan have cleaned it nonetheless. So 40 minutes gone, AC Milan 1, Cagliari no goal, Atlanta 0, Inter 2. Inter Milan of course have added a second goal and they are flying high. Ashley Young is the man who has gotten that goal. He got it in the 20th minute of an assist from Gagliardini right there for Inter Milan. So 2 goals to the good for Antonio Conte's men. Napoli and Lazio, guess what? It's Napoli 0, it's Lazio 1, and you wouldn't believe it if I told you. Well, of course you have to believe me because I wouldn't lie to you. Ciro Immobile with goal number 36 right there for Lazio, off an assist from Marusic at the Stadio San Paolo in Naples, and the man is really on fire this season. Talking about the man called Ciro Immobile, he really is mobile, especially in the box, and he has made it count with yet another goal. So it's Napoli who are down 0-1 against Lazio. Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Who's on the line?
You are hearing the voice of the champion, Phoenix, on the line.
Wait, are you a champion or Arsenal is the champion, but you're an Arsenal fan?
I am now the champion, not only Arsenal.
Okay. All right, good to know. Let's hear you then.
Don't get tight.
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm good. I'm wonderful.
You see, when people have been saying that Arsenal have the backing of the referee, I laugh them off because all the while they have been doing us, they are not been complaining. Especially any match read by Michael Oliver. If I am the one to be watching that match, I will run away. I will never watch it as an Arsenal fan. Thank you.
All right then, Michael Oliver. I don't know. Are you saying or implying that Michael Oliver, tends to maybe cause problems for Arsenal as a referee, or he doesn't, officiate well, tends to, displease the Arsenal fans and the players? Well, I don't know what you mean, but on to the next one. Hello, good evening. Hello. Hi, good evening. Oh, come on. 07000000889. I'll try as much as possible to read the comments right here on the page so that, of course, I know what's happening. Yes, right here on Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. Yes, indeed. This is how we roll on Sports Radio. Let's go. Who's there? Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening, my brother Overdose.
Yes, sir. Good evening. How you doing? Hello.
Overdose.
Yes, good evening. How you doing?
This is Honorable Sweetberry.
Sweetberry. Okay, welcome. Let's hear you.
In fact, I'm full of ecstasy. I am engrossed with your happiness. I'm Arsenal fan. a die-hard supporter of Arsenal.
Okay.
Just to say I'm happy. May God bless you and bless Brilla.
All right. Thank you.
I pray.
Amen. Thank you so much. Yes, indeed, for your prayer. And I know you definitely should be happy because Arsenal have made it happen. Well, not to talk too much about Arsenal, but hey, you can't help it because they are the trending team right now after winning the FA Cup. Well, in Watford, they are looking for a new manager, and I can tell you that they've held talks with Udinese's caretaker coach Luca Gotti as they look to find a replacement for the sacked Nigel Pearson. Gotti, who served as Maurizio Sarri's assistant at Chelsea during the 2018-19 season, met with club officials earlier this week. Both Watford and Udinese are owned by the Pozzo family. Pearson was sacked by Watford with 2 Premier League games to play and club 3 points above the relegation zone. Hayden Mullins was put in temporary charge for the final fixtures against Man City and Arsenal. Watford lost both matches and were subsequently relegated from the Premier League after 5 seasons in the top flight. So that, of course, is how it ended for them, and they are looking at Luca Gotti for the new managerial post. Hello, who's there? Good evening.
Hello, what is it?
Hi, what's up? Welcome, sir. What's your name?
This is Benjamin.
Benjamin, welcome now. Let's hear you.
You see, and this match, in fact, you get as a B, my brother.
You get as a B.
Yeah, I'm a Chelsea fan. I'm a Chelsea fan.
Okay.
But yeah, we can view the match from every angle. We know that something is wrong with every in that match. You can see, okay, I just have some questions to ask officials inside that. Why don't they review that match that that ball that came out to catch? See how they refuse to bring that review after for us to see why. So there's a lot of controversies in Arsenal winning this match. They want Arsenal to be in Europe next season. That is why.
Wow.
Yes, they want Arsenal to be in Europe. Where I'm happy for the Arsenal fans that at the long run they make it, but they shouldn't be too happy. They shouldn't be too happy because what goes around surely comes around one day.
Okay. All right then. Thank you so much. Yes, indeed. And I remember a song from Justin Timberlake, and of course he also said that what goes around will surely come back around. But then, I don't know, once upon a time it was, of course, Chelsea fans saying that, you know, especially the coach Frank Lampard coming out to say VAR had actually helped Man United before the semi-final. I remember too well because I was definitely one who brought that to your attention. Well, I know some other people must have brought it to your attention during the course of that day, but I brought it last 2 weekends back, yes, when the semi-final was played, or before the semi-final, which of course Chelsea went on to win by 3-1. Frank Lampard saying that VAR has actually helped Man United in terms of awarding penalties, but then they won that game against Man United, and now after losing to Chelsea, some of the fans are saying, oh, the FA actually wanted it to be that way. I don't know really why Chelsea fans surely, tend to want to, just bring these things up. Or do you think they are actually pointing in the right direction? Is it true? If you definitely have definitely seen, what happened, would you say that the FA is actually helping, Arsenal, or the FA in a way helped Arsenal, to want to win this one? 07000000889. You can also drop your comments right there on our page, talking about the Facebook page, www.facebook.com/889 Prela FM. Yes, 07000000889. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Who's on the line?
This is Christopher on the line.
Christopher.
Yeah.
Are you an Arsenal fan, first off?
No, I'm a Chelsea fan.
Well, would you say, I don't know why Chelsea fans, they're saying that the FA actually had a hand, in wanting to help Arsenal win this game. Do you agree?
No, I didn't see it that way. I just see that today is Arsenal day. What I know that affected Chelsea is the injuries.
The injuries.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. The injuries part of stuff that affected them. which I know if William is fit on that match, it will be that way.
All right then, thank you so much. Well, in the world of Formula One, let me also tell you that Lewis Hamilton, he set the fastest ever lap round Silverstone to beat teammate Valtteri Bottas to pole position at the British Grand Prix. Yes, the Grand Prix in Britain will definitely be going down, and Hamilton faster, yes indeed, talking about on both runs in the final session was 0.313 seconds clear of Bottas, while Max Verstappen beat Charles Leclerc's improved record right there to third. McLaren's Lando Norris start with 5th place ahead of so-called Racing Point Lance Stroll. So it's of course a good one for the man called Lewis Hamilton. He has now 91 career pole positions in his career. Wow, wonderful one, you want to say, for the man right there. Meanwhile, the WTA in the world of tennis, yes, and a named player, you want to say, they have revealed has tested positive for coronavirus shortly before the resumption of the WTA tour, beg your pardon, at the Palermo Open in Italy. The player, who has no symptoms, has withdrawn from the tournament. The WTA said the event, which marked the return of professional tennis to start for the first time since March, will continue. And they said all those who may have been in close contact with the individual are undergoing testing. The news of the positive test broke shortly before play in the event's qualifying starting in the Silesian capital, and that was today. Few of the world's leading players are taking part, with Romania's world number 2 Simona Halep and British number 1 Johanna Konta among those to have pulled out. Yes, so that of course is what it is right here in Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. Well, Man City are looking to sign Ferran Torres, but who exactly is he and what will they be bringing to Pep Guardiola's side? Not to worry, I'll give you all that, but then another call coming through. Hello, who's there? Good evening to you.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Who's on the line?
Pardon.
Yes.
Can I see for you and an Arsenal fan?
Okay, what is your name?
Okay. If I'm not telling you that, if I'm not telling you, if I'm not telling you, Abamiya, Ọba ló jẹ́ fún wọn. Abamiya, Ọba ló jẹ́ fún wọn. My name is Tony.
Tony.
Good evening. God bless you, staff,
Thank
and
you.
your family.
Amen. You too,
In
my
Jesus'
brother.
name.
Amen. Thank you so much. Yes, indeed, a sport fan, Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. Well, talking about Victor Osimhen. Wow, you want to say that young man, yes, just cannot wait to start things up right there with the team called Napoli. In fact, he went to Instagram, and that was after the news was signed, sealed, and delivered that he will be a player of Napoli, or that he has emerged as a player of Napoli. The man really showing character, really showing, yes, indeed, patience in wanting to strike that deal. But then in the end, it was a good one for him, and he is now a player, talking about of Napoli. Yes, you want to say he will be looking to achieve with the club, and I know that a whole lot of people cannot wait for him to do just that. But then he went to Twitter to say the next chapter at official SSC Napoli is a very exciting one, and I can't wait to get on the pitch with the team. I want to thank the fans through the last few weeks, and I will definitely give my all on the pitch for the common good of the club. Looking forward to being back of the pitch. But what I can tell you is that he cost Napoli 80 million euros, and that is according to the man called Aurelio De Laurentiis. Meanwhile, his former club side, Lille Metropole, have sent a congratulatory message. Yes, quite a tongue twister there, but then they've sent a congratulatory message to Victor Osimhen, saying you will always be welcome at the Pierre Mauroy. Yes, that of course is what Lille Metropole, Yeah, I have to say concerning Victor Osimhen, wishing him goodbye. French Ligue 1 side Lille expressing gratitude to Victor Osimhen for his services at the club and wish him well in his next adventure with Napoli. The 21-year-old finally became a player of Napoli, and that was on Friday after agreeing on a 5-year contract with the Serie A club. But then the statement from Lille is as follows. Thank you, Victor. The LOSC is proud to have counted in its ranks a player and a man like you, Victor Osimhen, who demonstrated in the Lille jersey as much talent and ambition as humility and professionalism. The club also thanks you for all the emotions offered under these colors and is satisfied to have been able to support your progress and participate in your development at the highest level. Have a good trip, Victor. You'll obviously always be welcome at the Pierre Mauroy Stadium. The words of Lille concerning the man called Victor Osimhen. They're happy to, of course, actually let him go, and they say he'll always be welcome. That's how to make an impact. Hello, good evening, welcome.
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Yes, sir, good evening. Who's on the line?
Yeah, my name is Darlington.
Darlington, you're welcome. Are you a Chelsea fan?
No, a Man U fan.
Oh, Man U fan. Okay, Darlington, let's hear you then.
From my own point of view, I think Chelsea always give excuse every time they defeat them. Even if it is a small team that defeat them, neither Lampard or one of his players, or even if it is not Lampard, all the coaches that have become, even starting from Mourinho, anytime they get defeated, they always find out the way or the other. Push it to VAR, push it to referee, push it to penalty, push it to the. They are defeated, they should accept defeat. They should just accept defeat. Anybody can defeat anybody. Should they also defeated Man United the other day? But this VAR that come for them, no. They won and they won. Today they won them. They should just accept it. That's my opinion.
All right, they should accept it. Thank you so much. Yes, Sport Fans, Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. Yes, indeed. Of course, you already know it's all about things going down. Well, I can tell you that the football world actually gathered to celebrate the man called Nwankwo Kanu, from the NFF to FIFA to CAF to Ajax to Arsenal. They've all celebrated him right there. Yes, indeed. Talking about the two-time African Player of the Year and Nigerian football legend. Wow. And they say, have a good one, Papilo. That's according to the Nigerian Football Federation. Well, CAF also was not left out, as they also said the legendary African footballer, yes, is one of the continent's greatest talents, dazzling fans all over the world throughout his career. FIFA also recalled in the video how the heroic last-minute strike from the forward helped Nigeria stun Brazil in the semi-finals of the 96 Olympic Games. And they say Papilo Kanu scored the last gap equalizer and the golden goal as the Super Eagles upset Brazil in the semi-finals en route to gold at the Olympics in 96. Happy 44th to the magician, who was twice named African Footballer of the Year. Okay, so that aside, let me also tell you, in the world of transfers, a whole lot going down. But before I go to the world of transfers, let me tell you, it's all halftime in the 4 games going down in the Serie A right about now. AC Milan won, Cagliari no goal. It's halftime. Clavan, yes, with an own goal right there, and his goal separates the two sides. Atalanta, yes, they are losing 0-2 to Inter Milan. Inter, of course, are really up and running in that game and looking to go home with all 3 points in what is the final game of this Serie A season. Well, D'Ambrosio got the first goal in the first minute, while Ashley Young got the second 19 minutes after and the 20th, and that is what Inter Milan are riding on right now. Juventus are losing at home 1-2. Gonzalo Higuain open scoring for them, but what I didn't tell you is that Perotti actually got a second goal just before the end of the first half. Remember, I told you Kalinic leveled things up in the 23rd minute, but right now it's Juventus 1, Roma 2 halftime, and Perotti, yes indeed, was the man who got that goal right there for them from the penalty spot. So Juventus are really looking not too good, while Roma are hoping they can continue from where they left off in the first half to actually record a win away from home. It's 1-1 in the game between Napoli and Lazio. And of course, I just give you news. Of course, you already heard, or you may have known, that the man called Victor Osimhen will be playing for Napoli next season after an 18 million euro loan. But then you have to say Fabian Ruiz got them off 1-0 before Immobile leveled things up to 1-1. And that is the halftime scoreline right there in the Serie A. Hello, good evening, welcome.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, sir. Your name is Victor.
Yeah.
All right, Victor, you're welcome. Let's hear you.
I'm a Chelsea fan.
Okay.
In fact, the FA wants Arsenal to win the match.
The FA wants Arsenal to win the match. Why do you say so?
Yeah, because they are against Chelsea completely. 5 yellow cards for first half. You see, first half. See that penalty? Very bad. In fact, it's very bad. The obligation was very bad. And the goalkeeper went outside the 18, go and carry ball. They don't mind this. They don't mind. They just very bad. They want just for Arsenal to qualify for this.
Okay. All right then. Yes, he says it again that the FA actually had a hand in Arsenal's win today because they want Mikel Arteta's side to play in Europe come next season. What say you concerning this one? Or do you just say, hey, come on, Chelsea fans, take it in your stride, take it on the chin. It's one of those days where you didn't play well and Arsenal were the better side. Hello, good evening, welcome.
Good evening, I'm from ATCC.
Welcome, my brother. What's your name?
My name is John.
John. All right. I know you're an Arsenal fan, John.
Arsenal did a great work today.
Are you an Arsenal fan?
No, I'm a City fan. The beat me is too.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I was expecting Chelsea to win the league, but injury fell on the side, so it's too bad, man.
We're expecting them to win the league or tonight's game, FA Cup.
Yeah, I was expecting Chelsea to, win the cup, but it was so easy for them.
Okay, it wasn't easy for them. But do you think the FA had a hand? Did the FA really, some Chelsea fans are saying, the FA actually aided Arsenal to win today?
Yeah, it's looking like that because the FA was just neglected after.
Okay. All right then. Thank you. So a new twist in, of course, Arsenal winning the English FA Cup. Arsenal fans, come and defend your club. Well, Chelsea fans, what say you? Of course, it really got bad for Chelsea. Not just losing that game against Arsenal, but also the injuries to, of course, Azpilicueta and Christian Pulisic. And, of course, Pedro dislocating his shoulder. So 3 men out for Chelsea already with a second leg in the Champions League to come. Very big worry for Frank Lampard right now. Hello, who's there?
Hello, Badus.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening. My name is Edwin.
Edwin, how you doing?
I'm okay.
All right, Edwin. Let's hear you. Go on.
Me and Manchester United fan. Problem I get with Chelsea is each time they lose game, but they get FA. Whether FA won't make Arsenal play for Europa League or not, the most important is they don't win Chelsea, they say they don't win them. But they like ourselves to defeat. They always bring 1 point when they take go and when they defeat Man U, Shane Navia come play for them. When they dash them goes anyhow, they don't complain. Today now, they don't show for their side, they can't complain. So they go sit down there, they come home and everything.
All right, so yes, simply put, he's saying Chelsea fans should just take it as it is. They were not the better side today. Arsenal were the better side. Nothing like the FA wanting Arsenal to win. But then I know some people will still disagree. Hello, who's there? Good evening. Hello. All right, then it's 0700000889. Not to worry, I'll serve you some transfer news so you actually get to know what's happening in the world of transfers, who's going, who's coming, who's staying, who is signing a new contract with your club. And yes, for Arsenal right now, you could say the best set of business they will ever do is to keep hold of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. His double helped them to win the FA Cup tonight, and they are in in celebratory mood. Yes, talking about Arsenal. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening, sir. What's your name?
Austin.
Austin.
Yeah.
All right, Austin.
Yeah, all these chatting for the way there. Are you hearing me, sir?
Yes, Austin, go on.
So, when we play as we come, nobody, I cannot complain anything. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
So, when we used to play, the further complain that the referee do just this one. After about the and all the voting. So, I want to say not to know that Africa is more bigger than them. God bless you.
All right, thank you. Bless you too. Yes, indeed. Arsenal bigger than Chelsea, and they showed it today, according to that last caller right there. Yes, indeed. A sport fan, Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. Arsenal are still celebrating because they have clinched their 14th FA Cup title. Tell somebody who doesn't know that is what has happened. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang leading from the front. How often do you see a man like that? Yeah, not every time, I must say, but he's done it. He did it in the semi-final, done it today in the final, and he surely is on top of his game. No wonder Arsenal fans are saying, please sign a new contract. We love you. We need you. Hello, good evening.
Hello,
Yes, sir. Good evening. Who's on the line? Who? All right. Welcome. Yes, sir. You have to speak up now. I can hardly hear you.
I'm not happy.
You're not happy. You're a Chelsea fan, I guess. Wow. So what would you say was the reason? And do you think that the FA actually played a role in helping Arsenal today?
100%. If you have any good, you can even the work to do, go for your hand. You don't do anything. All about the penalty, where happened for outside. You got to be I'm not happy.
Wow. So sorry, man. It happens like that. Just take heart. At least now you know how Man United fans felt when Chelsea beat them in the semi-final. Yes, Chelsea were so ecstatic getting to the final. And I recall a whole lot of Chelsea fans saying, Arsenal will definitely be beaten by Chelsea. Yes, indeed. But hey, come on. It didn't turn out to be like that today. Arsenal turned up for the party. And yep, they won, not by 1 but 2 goals to 1 against Chelsea. Chelsea actually scored first before double from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, which goes to show that it is not the woman that starts to cook first that will guarantee the sweetness of her soup. Yes, so says the elders. Who's there? Hello, good evening. Hello. Yeah, good evening. I greet you, brother man. How you doing today?
When you hear about this, when I hear about this on the mic, I'm always happy.
Thank you so much for being happy.
Like this, when they do Salah, only me enjoy the ram. I don't you know the top. No. Jehovah Witness.
Wait, who's on the line?
This is Kadri.
Hey, Kadri. That's it, dude.
You know, say me, I talk about TB. I like Jehovah Witness people for all those Christians. I like them.
Okay. Thank you so much.
We expect,
calm down.
You go to man they talk religion now. Wait. I like Jehovah Witness.
Okay.
I like their way. They only talk the truth.
Yeah.
But me as a Muslim, over this.
I greet you, brother man.
I don't chop ram. I don't flex. You know, see how they talk. You know, I don't flex.
But now, looking at it now, from a neutral point of view.
I've said it before. Talk with your talk. Neutral. Which have a neutral point of view?
No, you're a Man U fan now, so you'll be neutral.
Overdose. I like Arsenal past you. I don't like for you. Anybody, any testify with the verse. I've said it before. I said Arsenal will meet Chelsea. There are some things where they know will go up. No, we say the spirit. I see Arsenal will meet Chelsea. They talk some people. They talk and say Anthony Arsenal when they for attack. I say Arsenal. They have when it comes to FA Cup. Don't forget tradition. Forget about if it's Premier League now. I'll tell you Chelsea will beat Arsenal. If it comes to Premier League, I will tell you Chelsea will beat Arsenal. But when it comes to FA Cup, don't forget tradition. All the time Chelsea fans they shout. And I'm happy that Mikel Arteta in a short time at Arsenal, he has won the FA Cup. I'm happy for him. Even though Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did not win the FA Cup, I'm very happy for Arteta, and I pray that he do well for that Arsenal. Man U fans, you need a beef because we don't achieve well, so we don't feel the beef Arsenal. So Lampard too, they try for Chelsea. Nobody say Lampard never try. Making the top 4 in his first season is a big achievement. But I'm very happy that Arsenal won the FA Cup. Not that because Chelsea knocked Man U out, but because in just a very short time, and the guys they have now qualified for the Europa League. This winning the FA Cup now automatically they will go to the Europa League. So apart from winning the cup, they will be going for Europa League. So it's just like 2 in 1. You understand? So I'm happy for Arteta. I'm happy for
Arteta. Yes,
Ovadizo.
Yes, sir.
You won't cut me. Cool down now.
No, I don't cut you. Now you say Ovadizo, I say yes, sir.
Ovadizo for next season. Man, you made a bad player. All these Rashford and Martial, they cannot mount that front line. Let's be true to ourselves. I'm not saying they try though. They count the kind of players Chelsea are going for. All those Timo Werner, all those Akim Ziyech, and they want to go for that Bayer Leverkusen guy, that Kai Havertz. You cannot just depend on Marcus Rashford, Martial that is laid back. Martial cannot give 100%.
But Kadri, right now we're not talking about Man U, we're talking about Chelsea. I wanted to find out now that you say it's not the FA, do you think the defense line, because people are saying the defense line of Chelsea?
That Chelsea defense, let's just face the fact is among the worst in the Premier League. Let's just talk about truth. If not for the attack of Chelsea, so they know to rent out top 4. That defense is very porous. Very porous. That Rudiger, that guy that is from Spain, that captain, that guy is old. Their defense is bad. And the keeper is not even cannot save, even save relationship, talking to save one goal. So that Chelsea defense is bad. I don't like for you. Man U defense, now just Man U defense is good though. When you have Wan-Bissaka, you have Chelsea defense is among the worst that the Premier League. Check the goal they considered. So they need to do something about their defense. I don't go lie for you, but
all right.
Chelsea says that they try, but that defense that be the problem. Thank you.
Okay, all right, thank you so much, Kadri. Yes, indeed, right here on Sports Radio WNT9 Prela FM. Not to worry, I got you covered. Yes, with respect to the matches that are going down, second half action has started in the games in the Serie A. Brescia 1, Cagliari 0, Atalanta 0, Inter Milan 2, Juventus 1, Roma 2, and Napoli Lazio. It is 1-1. Well, I'm not alone right about now in the studio. He joins me, and together we'll be rocking your radio sets right about now, because he will be breaking it down for me as always. I'm talking about Josh Too Sporty. That's what I call him. But then Josh Ikeokoli, he is his name, and he's on the show this evening. Josh, how you doing today? What's up with you?
I'm good. I'm chilling. Juventus have won the league, so whatever they want to do here, it's their business.
No, but you look at the fact that Ronaldo not playing, Immobile now winning the Capoccianeri, and
AS Roma making it 3-1.
3-1. Well, AS Roma actually, you would say they needed more. Inter Milan still lead Atlanta by 2-0, sport fans. But then the third goal for Roma coming from Nicolo Zaniolo in the 52nd minute. It's all over for Juventus anyways. You know what I'm saying?
It's all over for Juventus. Maurizio Sarri has just the Champions League. If he doesn't win the Champions League, I'm not going to give him a second position finish. No matter what happens, if he doesn't win the UEFA Champions League, he should be axed with immediate effect.
Are you serious?
I would do a better job at Juventus than Maurizio Sarri. It's been abysmal from the Italian. But anyway, congratulations to Arsenal. They by this time around last year, when Arsenal and Chelsea played in a final, Chelsea beat Arsenal 4-1. This time around, Arsenal beating Chelsea by 2-1. Albeit Anthony Taylor, everyone's going to be looking at him because No, I'm a neutral fan in this game.
No. I was coming to that because you know a whole lot of calls have been taken by me this evening, and people have reacted to that, saying you look at his refereeing decisions, and they in many ways point the direction to the fact that the FA actually wanted Arsenal to win this one. Do you agree with that?
I do not know if the FA or anyone wanted Arsenal to win this one. All I know is that Anthony Taylor was shambolic.
Suspect.
He was suspect. He was clearly suspect. And I'm not a Chelsea fan. I'm not an Arsenal fan. I don't support any club in the Premier League, but that was a disgrace. That was Ovrebo level disgraceful. That was Tom Henry Ovrebo coming again 11 years later. 2009. This is 2020. 11 years later. Like Christian Pulisic. Look at the way David Luiz in the first half, I think it was a knee on Giroud's spine. But Giroud picked up and continued. Then Pulisic was stepped on. He got injured. Chelsea's best player basically got injured, and the attacking firepower was non-existent. Yes, kudos to Arsenal. Arsenal played a phenomenal game. Chelsea were a sham. Chelsea did not turn up to the party.
They did not come to the party
today.
Okay.
True, their defense it's not a new story. Chelsea's defense is abysmal. I still wonder why. Yes, we know that you guys have got Timo Werner, Hakim Ziyech, and probably Kai Havertz, but you guys need defense more, relatively more than you need attacking players. Sorry to say, yes, Werner, Ziyech, they're going to run riot over the team, but this reminds me of how Liverpool were some seasons back. Mourinho's 17-18, when Liverpool will score 4 goals and concede 3 goals, or when Liverpool now score 3 goals and concede 4, or when Liverpool even score 2 goals and concede 4, so they'll still lose the match, or they'll win the match, but they would have to score more than the opponents. And I know that sometimes it's good to outscore your opponents, but
now
you need to also have a good defense.
Anthony Taylor actually, you know, he spoiled majorly everything.
Yeah, Anthony Taylor made this game from an even game to a game that was a one-sided game. Like, Chelsea did not even have a fighting chance to come back in this game. Mateo Kovacic, the first yellow card was clearly yellow card. The second yellow card was excessive. It was excessive. In the first half of the game, I think Chelsea had only 2 fouls compared to 9 from Arsenal. 9-10 from Arsenal. It just seemed like Chelsea were just being hacked. Chelsea were just being they're not just favoured. And I know that it seems partisan or something, but Arsenal played a solid game. Yes, not take it away from them, but the referee should have been a bit more calm. Mason Mount did not come in contact with his opponent. In fact, Kovacic, I think one of Kovacic's own yellow cards, I think it was even the player. It was like an entanglement between both the player. I know. But it was like an entanglement between both players. So it was something that if you're going to give a foul, just no cards. No cards. That second.
But then you also look at the fact that the second goal was scored before the red card.
True. But yes, when you get a red card and you're on the back foot, it knocks the wind off your sails. You've lost your best player, your star man in Pulisic, Captain America. You've lost Kovacic, a main man in the midfield.
As well.
You lost Azpilicueta again. Careless. Oh, come on, ref. Come on. Like Anthony Taylor. Like this is a worldwide radio. If this was off the air, I would have probably been speaking lots of expletives right now. But it just was abysmal. It was a disgrace what Anthony Taylor did. I know that it's going to seem like I'm watering down the victory for Arsenal fans, but no, I'm not watering it down for them. This should have been a tougher game. This game would have been something that if it was a full 11 on, I think that this game would have gone into extra time. I would have still seen a tougher encounter. Anybody that wins, at least they will really have to grind and scratch and claw. But when it got to 2-1, and as soon as that red card came, everyone you just knew deep down that this game is all over. It's done and dusted.
It's all over, but then let's not take anything away from the man of the match.
That's what I'm still saying.
Aubameyang. I mean, how often does he come around when Arsenal need him and deliver this kind of performance? Did it in a semi-final against Man City, and he did it again today. Does that underline the overwhelming importance
Clearly.
of what Aubameyang is to Arsenal.
Clearly, most definitely, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is Arsenal's best player this season, best player last season, best player last 2 seasons.
Okay,
He's been
now
best
calm
player
down. Are
at
you
the
serious right
He's
now?
been best player at Ghana since he came. I know Granit Xhaka is one player that I also love. I also trip for the guy. I also like the way he plays, the way he commands the team. But Aubameyang is one. He's a striker, so. Someone who gets the goals obviously will get more favors from you. It's just life. Whoever is more attractive, when you walk into a room, you obviously look at the finer person first. It's no
There are more
insult.
than two. The finest person.
The
in the world.
finest person. It's no insult to all the people that are good looking, but maybe they are not as awesome or stunning as this particular lady or this particular guy. You're obviously going to get attracted to the most attractive person in the room. So strikers are the most attractive people on the field of play. They're the most attractive people in a team. He who gets the goals gets the glory. So we know that Bernd Leno was phenomenal this season. We know that Bukayo Saka was phenomenal this season. We know Granit Xhaka was great this season. But Arsenal fans who may have not forgiven for what happened will still come for his head. David Luiz too has been fantastic, but we know but we know that some games are his off days. So he has lots of off days, and Arsenal fans tend to come for his head as well. But then Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, he's that attractive.
Rarely has an off day.
That player might as well have. He's an attacker first and foremost. So
No, but
he's
not
even
many attackers have the kind of impact he has.
but he's still not getting the goals. So he's an attacker. He's unlike Giroud. That look at how Giroud made that beautiful goal for Pulisic.
Pulisic,
That
yeah.
lovely back heel for Pulisic.
The touch.
That was a touch of finesse, touch of class, and like I said, Giroud is one underrated striker. But then you obviously favor an Aubameyang to Giroud because Aubameyang is scoring the goals as a striker. So he's doing the most attractive things in football. You are obviously going to take.
But then again, when you look at Aubameyang, it's not like
he has been.
it's not like he's just scoring the goals. He actually creates them. I mean, you look at that second goal against Man City.
Yeah.
That run all the way to the finish.
Yeah.
And then you look at the way he chipped the ball over Caballero
It was
today.
a bit similar.
Yeah.
The way he chipped both goalkeepers. It was a bit similar because
Ederson and Caballero.
The way he, especially when he sliced the last man, Rudiger Zuma. I didn't really look at the face of who was beaten. I was just marveling at the grace and the finesse of Aubameyang. But yes, he does his things with elegance. He does everything with class, and it was the perfect way to win his first trophy at Arsenal. And I don't know whether that was a rib or not, the insults to the Arsenal and Arsenal fans when he dropped the trophy. I don't know whether it was a rib or something. I don't know why. It looked like a joke anyway, that the Arsenal players like, oh, we dropped the ball this time around. But no, it was a great performance for Aubameyang. He really has been Arsenal's best player. They need to do all they can in this life to keep Aubameyang.
So are you saying right now, Josh, before I go back to the phone lines, that the injuries played a key role in denying Chelsea what would have been an even chance in this final?
I would say the injuries and poor booking, poor officiating from Anthony Taylor denied Chelsea a fighting chance. It's better fighting chance. Arsenal outplayed Chelsea, true, but at least there would have been a better fighting chance for Chelsea to come back into the game or to try at least make an attempt in this game. Just like how David De Gea just made Man United's effort look useless because it became an effort in futility because of David De Gea. So what Anthony Taylor did tonight was the same thing that David De Gea did against Chelsea. So it's I know Man United fans are obviously happy and saying and the guy's turn again, but I'm not happy because I wanted a final devoid of controversy. I'm having controversies. Why can't you even use VAR? There are lots of the mount issue, the police issue. Use VAR for
to actually confirm. All right, now Josh, you said the phone lines ablaze even more. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Who's on the line?
Victor.
Victor. All right, Victor, you're welcome, man.
This my brother. I thank you for breaking it down for everybody to hear. Anthony Taylor is part of it. Yes, that is part of it. Because you know, Chelsea is having 2 injuries. And you give red card you want the team to lose. You want the team to lose. You let them, their confidence break down completely. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. Yes, indeed, the man says he agrees with Josh. Yes, that Anthony Taylor played a key role in dampening Chelsea's morale as well as their confidence. What say you? Hello, good evening to you. Welcome.
Yeah, hello, good evening, Fadu.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Who's on the line?
Yeah, my name is Muritala.
All right, Muritala, you have the floor.
Of Gunners.
Of Gunners. Oh, you're not
I'm a national fan, for real.
Okay.
And I am to many of the callers that said that they were lamenting about the free yellow card and all that. Then to accept that it's Arsenal Day, so they have nothing to complain. It's final. Either of the two teams, there must be a winner. So the last time that Arsenal and Chelsea met at the Europa Cup final, whereby they beat Arsenal. No one complained by then. We beat it with good thing. So now it has happened today. So Chelsea fans need to take it just like that. So this is FA Cup. We are the champion. Wembley is like Emirates, so we only went there and then conquer. So it happened today. It's our own turn. So let us to celebrate. So if they like, they can continue murmuring. No, but this is time for us now. This is time to celebrate. Now, right. Arteta and Lampard. Now it's 1-0 because Arteta just got the job over six months ago, and now he has become a champion. So what else do you need? Sometimes you need luck to achieve something. Just Arteta just followed the route of Zinedine Zidane. You don't need to do too much to achieve to become a great coach. So now Arteta got the job for about 6 months ago now. Now he's now a champion. So after the first whistle, I was looking at Lampard. He was so demented, very demented looking. You know, he was so tired. He doesn't know what to do. He cannot even coach his players anymore. He was so tired. You know, it's Arsenal Day. They should just accept their fate. Thank you, Vadu. I'm really happy.
Thank you. Yes, indeed, a sport fan, Sports Radio 88.9, Brilla, 4Rilla. Anthony Taylor is being accused, especially by Chelsea fans, as the man who had the mission to ensure the Gunners win, and he was the 12th man on the pitch. Oh my word, Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. Major trophies since the 2008-2009 season. Arsenal 4, Spurs none. Well, that is the sad truth, but it is what we must tell. Yes, Kovacic getting that red card, it altered everything. But then you look at Chelsea, play-wise, now, Josh, where do you think Lampard got it wrong? Or he didn't get it wrong?
He didn't really get it wrong, but I think that the second half, Arsenal took equalized actually in the first half from the Aubameyang penalty. Then they went into the break. Then obviously Arsenal were a team in the ascendancy. I still think that he would have probably tweaked something or have made some changes. But first and foremost, the Aspilicueta injury would have stolen one of Frank Lampard's substitutions, and then the injury to Christian Pulisic as well played a key factor in Lampard's tactic, because you take out Pulisic, Chelsea currently without the Timo Werner and the Ziyech, take out Pulisic, this Chelsea is basically toothless, like a toothless bulldog. So Pulisic was off, and then the wheel just started turning and everything just went wrong for Chelsea. I wouldn't fault Frank Lampard. I know everyone obviously want to fault the coach, but it's a great thing for Mikel Arteta. Kudos to him, really taking the job in 6 months, winning the FA Cup, winning a trophy, something that the allegedly great Ole Solskjaer, who has been in the job for a longer period, and also Frank Lampard as well, have both not been able to do. They have not won any trophy as managers of their clubs, even though they maintain top 4 finish. And then Arteta coming mid-season and taking Arsenal to a trophy. It's a great one. It's a phenomenal one for him, winning it as a player and as a manager. And then I just think Chelsea should just lick their wounds. Their season is not over. They still have the Champions League against Bayern Munich. Can they overturn this deficit? Only time will tell him. It's like a Herculean task looking at this defense that they have in offer. But of course, Chelsea, they tried, they gave it their all, even though that they did not really impress. They did not play like the Chelsea that we know them to be. They did not play like the Chelsea that turned up to party against Liverpool.
But then again, something came up while I was taking calls initially, and a whole lot of people were like, now Chelsea know it is not Kepa Arrizabalaга's fault. Has it been vindicated with this one?
Relatively, yes. It's never really been Kepa's fault. I know that fine, some balls are his fault, but he's not really as culpable as they make him sound. Like, I look at that game against Liverpool, the only thing I would fault Kepa in all those 5 goals against Liverpool is probably the free kick, that his reaction was poor. He didn't time his run well and everything. But minus that, it's something that happens to almost all the best keepers. You get beaten by a free kick. It's something that happens, just like a penalty, a sports kick. You could get beaten by a sports kick, even though some goalkeepers make better attempts at making a save or diving or being more confident in between the sticks when it's time for a sports kick. So I still think that Kepa Arrizabalaga has had this pressure of, one, he's not English, so the English media are not all loving him up like they do with Dean Henderson and Jordan Pickford. So minus that, then 2, I just feel like no one's really giving him that benefit of doubt. Plus his price tag, because to whom much is required, much is definitely expected of that person. To whom much is given, much is expected of that particular person. So with greater power comes greater responsibility. With a greater price tag, a bigger price tag, comes bigger responsibility. And the same way we are all on the bandwagon of, oh, Kepa is this, Kepa is not this, Kepa is not this. I hope that most of us are going to have the same, are going to give Kepa, rather are going to now understand how Spanish people feel when we bash Kepa, because Osimhen, Victor Osimhen, is a star player. He signed for a huge mega box at Napoli, and if in his first 2 games, God forbid, he doesn't score, or maybe he's assisting, there will obviously be cries of, oh, it's like we've paid for this guy. So the price tag affects a lot. The price tag makes normal footballers seem like they need to kill themselves to justify their price tag. Like, fans, why are you guys complaining? Is it your money? It's not your money. Did you pay any tax to Chelsea or to Abramovich to buy Kepa? No. So why are you guys complaining? Let the keeper be himself. Let him play what he wants to play. I know that it sounds like I'm just supporting goalkeepers, or I'm just saying that let everyone calm down and everything, but we actually need to calm down and cut Kepa some slack, because Kepa, he has not been awful. He has not been phenomenal. He has not reached the heights of Buffon and Casillas and Prime David De Gea, but he has not been porous. He's had some very silly errors. He's conceding goals. A goalkeeper conceding goals is not down to it's not down to him alone. It's down to he and his defense. David De Gea has only emerged as the Golden Glove winner just once or twice at Man United. Once or twice at Man United. He's not, but he's been in the PFA team of the season for 5 years. So it's way more than he's been in PFA team of the season, even though he has not been getting clean sheets.
Wow.
To show you that, let's look at that game against Arsenal, that 3-1 game that David De Gea made over 13 saves when Sanchez was still at Arsenal during Mourinho's time.
Yeah.
So David De Gea was probably the man of the match then, but the game ended 3-1. But he made lots of phenomenal saves. He did not get a clean sheet. So clean sheets, goals boils down to both the defense and the goalkeeper. So
All right.
Kepa really needs to be given some.
He needs to be cut some slack, given a breather. That's according to Josh. But then Mikel Arteta becomes the first person to win the FA Cup with Arsenal as both a captain and manager. While of course Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, yes, he has become the first African player to lift the FA Cup trophy as captain. Well, it's really history right there for Arsenal. And they are making it count. Yes, indeed. Since making his debut for Arsenal in February of 2018, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has scored more goals, 70 in all competitions, than any other Premier League player. Wow. Hello, who's there? Good evening.
Hello,
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, guys.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, you guys are doing a wonderful job.
Thank you, my brother. What is your name?
Yeah, my name is Olayinka.
Olayinka, you are welcome. You sound like an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, I'm proudly governor.
I could say it in your voice. All right, go on.
Yeah, the only issue I'm having right about now is when you get beaten, you should accept the fact that you have been beaten. Yeah, in the days of Diego Costa, we had situations where Diego Costa infringed on a certain Mertesacker, and it was the same Mertesacker that got sent off at the end of the day. Even last season, when Chelsea beat Arsenal at the Emirates, the build-up Chelsea's second goal, there was an infringement on an Arsenal player. So the goal shouldn't have stood. Chelsea were beaten today. They should just take it. They have been beaten. It's football. You win some, you draw some, and you lose some. They should take it in good faith. They played well, but it wasn't just their day. Thank you very much.
All right, Olayinka saying they should take it in good faith. It just was not their day. All right, then, let me tell you that a game is going on talking about the Portuguese Cup or the Taça de Portugal, depending on how you want to call it. It's Benfica and Porto. 30 minutes, half an hour of football played, and it is a goalless situation right there with Diaz getting a yellow card in the 9th minute and another Diaz, Luis Diaz, D-I-A-Z, getting a yellow card in the 9th minute, and then Diaz, D-I-A-S. Yes, Ruben Diaz, of course, getting a yellow card. Talking about the defender of Benfica, he actually got a yellow card right there. While, of course, the other Diaz that got a yellow card for Porto is that Diaz that, of course, we know, you definitely know as Luis Diaz. Yes, Luis Diaz is his name. Marulanda Fernando Luis Diaz, a midfielder who is 23 years of age. So it's the Diazes who, of course, have gotten yellow cards right there, both for Porto and for Benfica, but still goalless after 32 minutes of action. Very, very shortly, I'll go for a short break and serve you a rundown of Football Live. Yes, a recap in case you missed out on it. AC Milan have made it 3 against Cagliari right now. It's 77 minutes played in that game right there. And, of course, the third goal was scored by none other than the player, as Castillejo. Yes, indeed. Zlatan Ibrahimovic got the second in the 55th, and then the 57th minute, Castillejo with the third right there. So AC Milan 3 up and cruising, and really looking good for the win. Atlanta losing 0-2 to Inter Milan. I told you, D'Ambrosio and Ashley Young with the goals right there for Inter. For Juventus, they are also losing at home 1-3 against Roma. Zaniolo actually got the third goal for them. Gonzalo Higuain open scoring, but Kalinic, Perotti, and of course Zaniolo. Perotti, of course, with the assist Zaniolo, beg your pardon, with the assist. Perotti with a double right there for Roma. So Roma lead 3-1 against Juventus, while Napoli have also put their noses in front. Remember, it was 1-1. Fabian Ruiz getting the first goal, Immobile leveling things up. But what I can tell you is that a penalty was awarded to them, and Lorenzo Insigne converted in the 54th minute. So that is the story right there in the Serie A. I'll take one more call before I go for a break. Hello, good evening. Yes, sir. Good evening. I'm fine. What's your name?
My name is Jide.
Jide, you are welcome, Jide. Talk to me.
Thank you, Romados. I've been listening to you, and I'm so surprised with the analysis of George, about today's match. First of all, I'd like to say that I'm an Arsenal fan.
Okay.
But I'm not looking at it from that perspective. I mean, I look at two injuries that happened to Chelsea. There were hamstring injuries. But the Taylor caused the injury on them. Was the injury inflicted by an Arsenal player? No. Overdose, are you with me?
I'm with you. Go on.
So I don't know what they gave. The second yellow card was a little bit harsh. I also feel annoyed if it was to be given to an Arsenal player. But this thing comes, it happens. If you recall at the first game at the Emirates, Jorginho was supposed to have gotten the second yellow card, but it wasn't given. And all of us agreed that, okay, he was supposed to have been given the second yellow card. There was this same person that was supposed to have been sent off that came to score the equalizer at the Emirates. Nobody shouted anything. This thing comes in the games. Yes, the second yellow card was harsh. I admit that. But you move on. So now lay the blame on Taylor. I think it was Taylor's fault that the Chelsea won. No. Let's give the credit to whoever it is. And let us analyze objectively. You understand? It's not for you. Was it the injury? Did Taylor inflicted the injury on them? Injury is part of the game. It's an accident. It can happen to anybody. You understand? Yes, Pulisic was in the game, and unfortunately, even before he kicked, if you look at the incident that led to his injury, before he kicked the ball, he was already screaming. Can you recall about those? Before he kicked that ball, he was already screaming. So it was not inflicted on him by Taylor. That was inflicted on him by an Arsenal player. So I think we should get this right, honestly. Yes. Arsenal deserve the victory. I mean, we should give it to them. It's a game of football. Somebody will lose, somebody will win. So I think we should not take anything away from that victory. Taylor or no Taylor. You understand?
Thank you so much. Yes, indeed. The man says Arsenal really fought hard for the win, and they should be given their credit for making it happen. Chukwunadu Marshall says, good evening over Dizzle. We United fans supported Arsenal today, and they didn't disappoint us. I'm so happy. At least my area is calm, and social media will have peace. Okay. Simon Brown says, of Gunners, peace, Toby. A lady comes and says, God is too faithful to fail. I give all thanks to God Almighty. You saved my life. Okay, well, I thought you were talking about Arsenal, but then it seems you're very enough for something different. Nice job there, Overdose. Please keep it up. James Paul sends that one. Shei Femi says, how come one player finished Chelsea FC? Now I believe that empty vessel make loud noise. Chelsea fans can make mouths. Yes, I laugh in Ilajena. Wow, what a life, Chelsea. So sorry. All Arsenal for now. Yes, I recovered my 100k back home. I'm so excited. That's from Ifeanyi Nwabasa. Ifeanyi Jolinko says, Chelsea, how market? Thank God the Gunners did not let me down. Obsuma, supposed to be playing in the MPFL. Okay. Kingsley Tochiko says, up Arsenal, congrats to my team. While Kingsley Waze says, congratulations to Arsenal. Market don't fall, press Chelsea well. Orilo David says, up Arsenal. While Monday Ngere says, oh, hail the king of FA Cup. It's Arsenal, the Gunners. Okay, Ishaku says, congrats Gunners, you guys deserve to win. Kingsley Wazi says, as a Man United fan, I wanted Arsenal to win and they did it in style. Once again, congratulations to them. Prosper also says, congratulations, up Arsenal. Okay, Andy Herrera says, Gunners for life, shame to Chelsea. Things Chelsea prepared to do, they should be donated to charity. The things Chelsea prepared to do if they win should be donated to charity. That's for Jacobs Femi. Bright John again says, noise pollution has finally reduced. I'm so happy Arsenal have reduced the pollution that would have ensued tonight. Oko Israel says, Lampard is not winning, is not a winning manager. How can you allow two championship managers to manage a great team like Chelsea? The inexperience of Lampard and his assistant is affecting Chelsea. Chijioke Osumili says, Chelsea, how market? They defeated Arsenal with their mouth after winning the semi-final match against Man U. May I always laugh last in life. Okay, Dyer Victor says, Chelsea fans should please keep quiet here. Arsenal have beaten them in 3 good FA Cup finals of Gunners, and that is a record. Arsenal have, of course, entered the record book as the first team to beat the same opponent in 3 finals, talking about the English FA Cup. Gunners for life, we bam die, no shaking. Kendrick Shego sends that one on our Facebook page, while Lucas Nathaniel says you can blame the referee, but Arsenal are champions. Chinedu Nsionu says, up Gunners. Joseph Daramala says, up Gunners for life. I'm happy with them. Over Dizzle, Man United fans definitely should be happy for Arsenal. Over Diesel, please comment on Arsenal, please, boss. Okay, Bright Praise says, up Gunners, up Arteta, our both brilliance, Cabellos, Martinez, and the whole team. Thank you for making my night. Congratulations, Arsenal. Good play by Chelsea FC. God bless us all. Olufowobi, Olusegun, yes, he's the one who sends that one. Dan Victor says, Chelsea fans with excuses, oh, you lose, you blame ref, you win, kudos to ref, you get a penalty, kudos to VAR, no penalty, VAR is bad. I beg, make on accept defeat and stop blaming ref for your failure and woeful performance. Anyways, congratulations to Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners. You've made me proud. Michael Schofield. Yes, I don't know if he's the real Michael Schofield, but that's his name on Facebook. While Oluboki Sonny says, victory is sweet, but it requires sweat. Congrats to Gunners worldwide. Dan Emirates says, the earlier we get a proven and non-English coach, the better for us. English coaches are whack. How many of them can boast of winning any trophy? Look at the top teams in England. How many has England coaches? We need a better and proven coach, period. Up Arsenal. It was indeed a fine game. Football played at its best, officiating at its best. I'm a Man United fan. Up Gunners, Chelsea fans, early to bed, time to go to sleep. Where are those Chelsea fans? Monday, Okanewere says that one. Chukwudi Amechi says, congratulations to Arsenal. I saw it coming after they won the Man City match. But then Dyer Victor says, tell Chelsea fans to stop crying. Oh, so sorry for them. Ego Nelson McNeil says, good evening, overdose, please. Want to hear the voice of Akil Lakpa, who is hiding now. Let him call. Want to hear his voice. Okay, thank you so much. Jensen says, it's all over Wembley. Arsenal are the champions. The Gunners emerge as victors. 2 brilliantly taking goals from Aubameyang ensure the Gunners win their 7th title since 2000. Some of the performance, using one word, for me, it's brilliant. Okay, Jibrin Amadou says, congrats to Arsenal. While you also have Oluwafe Tinikevin says, London is red. Arteta has delivered. Congratulations, Arsenal. London is red. That is from Omano Gotep. While Emmanuel James says, this August break is for Arsenal. Excuse me. It is now you started, but you not finish in life. It is not how you started, but how you finish in life. Up Gunners, I can see Chelsea's bad losing team. Hear what the fans are saying. Blame it, everyone. They should take it the way it is. Chelsea fans, how market? Which color is London? Please, somebody tell me. I'm seeing red, but I'm not too sure. Louder, please. Silvanos Ikwagu with that all right there. But then, there was one of the comments I was reading, Josh, right now, who talked about English managers not knowing how to manage teams to victory. We'll talk about that when we return from this break. But right now, it's a break, yes, in terms of paying the bills and then sending you the roundup of what happened earlier today on Football Live. Right here on your home of the sports, Sports Radio 88.9 Prela FM.
This is the home of sport. Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM.
Hi, DJ Drogba.
Hello, this is Haile Gebrselassie.
Hi, I'm Michael Essendon.
My name is Bani Jordan.
My name is Peter Rufai.
My name is Kulu Ture.
Hi, my name is Thiago Rangira.
Hi, sports fans. My name is Victor Moses.
My name is Lightning Bolt.
I'm Joseph Yabo.
My name is Austin Jeju Okocha.
This is David Dean, former Vice Chairman of Arsenal Football Association. We're on 88.9 Brilla FM.
We're reaching out to bring the big names to you. Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. There's nothing like it.
It all kicks off right here.
Dilly, why are you smiling at your phone? I think I found the one. I'm in love. Oh, please. You find the one every day now. No, this time is different. This is unlike anything I've ever seen before. I mean, I just signed up on msport.com and received 130% bonus on my first deposit. Can you believe that? It's the highest sign-up bonus anywhere in Nigeria. Wait. Let me see that. msports.com? Yes, it's the new sports betting website that gives you the fastest live betting, highest odds, 180% bonus on your accumulators, real-time cash out, and when you link your ATM card to your msport.com account, you get winnings paid out to your bank account in seconds. Wow, that's incredible! Yes, get 130% bonus on your first deposit when you sign up today. Take part in our Million Naira promo and share your bet code on social media to enjoy up to 100% of your stake back. Terms and conditions apply. msport.com. More than sport.
Take Brilla anywhere, everywhere.
Yes, you can take Brilla with you anywhere, everywhere.
The Brilla app is available for free download on Google Play. It is also there on the Apple iTunes Store. Yes, on Google Play and the Apple iTunes Store.
Look out for the Brilla football and microphone logo with the letters BRILA in green colour.
That is our authentic app. It gives you Brilla FM, Brilla.net, BrillaSports.tv, and all the extra betting tips, live score, plus our Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Google Plus, and YouTube posts.
Sports fun. You can post your videos and eyewitness reports.
Brilla, B-R-I-L-A. Available for download on Google Play and the Apple iTunes Store. Take Brilla anywhere, everywhere on your handset.
Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM.
You're a jack of one trade,
master of one. Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM.
Jack of one trade.
Well, there was another exciting day of footballing action across Europe. The big game of the day was, of course, the English FA Cup final between Arsenal and Chelsea. And it was the Gunners that prevailed to win a record-extending 14th FA Cup title. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang was the hero for Mikel Arteta's side. He scored a brace, first half penalty, and a strike midway through the second half. That was after Christian Pulisic gave Chelsea the lead. It looked like being a really good day for them, but it turned into a nightmare for Frank Lampard's side. They lost Cesar Azpilicueta, Christian Pulisic and Pedro to injury during the match, while they also finished a man like Mateo Kovacic sent off for a challenge on Granit Xhaka. That was his second yellow card. Dan McCarthy was the man who watched all the action for Football Live. The game played, of course, in front of an empty Wembley Stadium.
Arsenal's status as FA Cup specialist looks like it's continuing in earnest after coming from behind to defeat Chelsea 2-1 at an empty Wembley Stadium in the FA Cup final. Coming into the game, Mikel Arteta knew the deal was simple. His side had to win in order to qualify for next season's Europa League, and they certainly did it the hard way because Chelsea took the lead after 5 minutes. It was a move started and finished by Christian Pulisic, the American picking the ball up in a central position around 30 yards from goal. He fed a ball into Mason Mount, the left side of the box, who crossed it back in. It was a lovely backheel flick from Olivier Giroud before Pulisic finished off from close range. Chelsea dominated the early stages of the game, but Arsenal worked their way back into the contest, and on 28 minutes they were awarded a penalty kick. A long pump forward from Kieran Tierney saw Aubameyang race onto it. Azpilicueta was the wrong side of him, and then he brought him down. The initial contact came outside the box, so it was a slightly controversial penalty, but VAR had a look at it and decided the penalty should be awarded. It was Aubameyang who stepped up himself to take it, and he duly slotted it into the far corner. Into the second half, and 2 minutes in, Chelsea suffered a big blow. Pulisic was forced off with a hamstring injury, as was Azpilicueta in the first half, and that really dampened some of the Chelsea momentum. The second half yielded very few chances at goal up until 67 minutes, when Arsenal scored what proved to be the winning goal. It was a pacey break forward by Hector Bellerin down the middle. He was challenged by Andreas Christensen. The ball then fell to Pepe, who ran into the space that Christensen should have been marking. He then squared it to Aubameyang, who got past Kurt Zouma and then chipped Caballero. It was a lovely finish into the far corner. 6 minutes after that, the day went from bad to worse for Chelsea. Mateo Kovacic, who was already on a yellow card from the first half, put in another clumsy challenge on Granit Xhaka and was given his marching orders early. Chelsea then huffed and puffed. The momentum was with them up until the final whistle, as they were pumping men forward, pumping long balls into the box. But Arsenal defensively did a really good job on them, so Arsenal have ended their season in a very positive light. Chelsea have still got the Champions League, but being 3-0 down after one leg against Bayern Munich, it looks as though their season is probably going to be over. Full time at Wembley, it's finished Arsenal 2, Chelsea 1.
Elsewhere in Europe and in Italy, Brescia and Sampdoria rounded off their Serie A campaigns by playing out an entertaining 1-1 draw. Fabio Quagliarella missed an early penalty for Sampdoria, but they soon got their noses in front, with Mehdi Pascal Marcel Leris scoring just before half-time. Brescia responded though after the break, and they scored with a penalty of their own. This one was converted by Ernesto Torregrossa, and they had chances to win the match as well, Brescia, but they weren't able to take them. That was despite Sampdoria going down to 10 men following the sending off of substitute Christopher Askilsson in stoppage time. In Scotland, it was the start of the 2020-21 domestic season in the Premiership, and the season curtain raiser saw Rangers secure a hard-fought 1-0 victory away at Aberdeen. Ryan Kent scoring the only goal for Steven Gerrard's side. Aberdeen had Andrew Considine shown a straight red card late on. Rangers putting on the pressure on defending champion Celtic, who are bidding for a record 10th consecutive league title this term. They're not in action until Sunday, when they entertain Hamilton. The day's other results in the Premiership saw newly promoted Dundee United draw at home with 10-man St Johnstone 1 apiece. It finished at Tannadice. Nicky Clark gave Dundee United the lead. St Johnstone then had Michael O'Halloran sent off before the break, but Liam Craig levelled for them after the restart. Hibs are currently top of the table after they beat Kilmarnock by 2-1. A first half brace from Martin Boyle did the damage. Chris Burke did pull one back for Killy on the stroke of half time. And the final game saw St Mirren beat Livingston by 1-0. The goal coming in the first half from defender Richard Tate.
Brilla FM 88.9, got more goals than the number 9, top notch. To get to the Remy and I only listen to Brilla FM, they stay winning. Brilla FM, Brilla FM, Brilla FM, Brilla FM, Sports Radio. Brilla FM 88.9, baby.
A bigger sports experience just for you on several platforms. Sports Radio 88.9,
Brilla FM,
Lagos,
Abuja, Kaduna, and Onitsha.
Enjoy our services on www.brilla.net.
Anywhere, everywhere, and also on our handle at 889 Brilla FM on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
Subscribe to Brilla Sports TV on YouTube.
Watch, like, and share our videos. Brilla.
It's a total sports media experience. Anywhere, everywhere.
This
is Sports Radio.
The station the superstars love.
Yo, what's up? What's happening? My name is Charles Victor, H. Charles the Fat Guy. What's going on? This is Drake.
Hey, I'm Serena.
Hi, my name is Anaza again, Eddie.
This is Mike Tyson.
Hey, this is Taylor Swift.
Justin Bieber. This is Justin Timberlake.
It's Nick Jonas.
My name is Tubaba. My name is Adriano Gallo. My name is Carla K. McKay. Listen to Sports Radio.
Hey, this is Rihanna. This is my station.
Sports Radio 88.9 Willow FM.
Simply the best.
Hello, sports fans. With the outbreak of the coronavirus disease, it is important that we take preventive measures to avoid the spread of this virus and even reduce the risk of being infected. Here are a few tips on what you have to do. Clean hands frequently with alcohol-based hand sanitizers or soap and water for at least 20 seconds. Cover nose and mouth when coughing and sneezing with a tissue or flexed elbow. Avoid close contact. Stay at least 2 meters away from anyone with cold or flu-like symptoms. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Self-isolate for at least 14 days if you have recently been to a country at high risk of the virus. If you notice fever, cough, or difficulty breathing, call the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC's toll-free number immediately. 0800-97000010. Again, that's 0800-97000010. Or send a text message to 080-9955-5577. Again, send a text message to 080-9955-5577. This message is brought to you by Brilla Media.
Sport every Saturday morning, 7:45 a.m. and on Sunday too, at exactly 8 a.m. for a repeat broadcast with Dr. Larry Samote. Make you no touch that. Brilla FM. Make you no touch that. Brilla FM. Exclusive. Yeah. 88.9.
Music and Sports Special every Saturday, 7:45 a.m. and the repeat broadcast at 8 a.m. on Sunday with the coach player, Dr. Larry Zamajay. Make it a date.
Yeah. With the plan. Music and sports every Saturday morning, 7:45 a.m. and on Sunday too, at exactly 8 a.m. for a repeat broadcast with Dr. Larry Samote. Make you no touch that. Brilla FM. Make you no touch that. Brilla FM. Exclusive. Yeah. 88.9.
This is the home of sport. Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM.
Then welcome back. Yes, indeed, you heard from our guys at Served Football Live how it went down in the English FA Cup, and of course, Brescia, Sampdoria also. But then other games have ended. AC Milan have beaten Cagliari by 3-0. What a performance from them right there to actually end the win. And of course, Zlatan Ibrahimovic getting in amongst the goals for a man who says he can play until he's into his 50s. You begin to wonder if there is any lie as to that statement. But then he got a goal 55th minute on the dot before Castillejo sealed the win right there for AC Milan, the Rossoneri, in the 57th minute, and that was the third goal. Klavan had earlier gotten an own goal and he counted in favor of AC Milan. So final scoreline, AC Milan 3, Cagliari no goal. Juventus were also at the receiving end at the hands of AS Roma on home turf. It ended Juventus 1, Roma 3. Juventus actually opened scoring with Gonzalo Higuain in the 5th minute. Adrian Rabiot was the man who assisted him for that goal. But then Kalinic in the 23rd minute, making it a leveling goal, 1-1. And then Perotti with, a second goal just before the end of the first half. So it ended Juventus 1, Roma 2 at the break, and then Perotti would later get his brace, which was his second goal in the 52nd minute. Zaniolo was the man who actually assisted him. His first goal before the break was from the penalty spot, but he did need another penalty to get a brace and hand Juventus a 3-1 loss at their backyard. Meanwhile, Napoli also beat Lazio by 3-1, but then the bright spot is that Ciro Immobile will be taking home the Golden Shoe Award, or you want to say the top scorer award, right there in Italy, after getting a goal today to make it 36 Serie A goals for the season. But then his side were beaten comprehensively by Napoli. Fabian Ruiz got them off with a 9th minute goal. Then Ciro Immobile leveled in the 22nd minute, 1-1 at halftime. But then 2 more goals from, of course, the man called Insigne in the 54th minute, and then a 93rd minute strike from Politano. Dries Mertens actually was the man who assisted him for that one, and the rest is history. Napoli beat Lazio by 3-1. Juventus lost 1-3 against Roma, and then Inter Milan beating Atalanta away from home as well. It finished Inter Milan 2, Atlanta 0, or should I say Atlanta 0, Inter Milan 2, because Inter Milan, of course, were away from home, and Dariva was actually the man who got the second goal right there, or who pulled one back actually for the team called Atalanta, because Ambrosio and Young had earlier on given Inter a 2-0 scoreline. But then I must tell you that in the end it finished it finished 2-0 actually. That was the final scoreline. No goal from Atlanta, beg your pardon. Atlanta 0, Inter Milan 2 was how it ended. Yes, I still got Josh right here, and of course the phone lines are blazing as well. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, sir, good evening. How are you doing?
I'm cool.
Welcome. Shegun, no location now. How many times will we say that? Come on.
We're going for Arsenal today.
Okay.
I don't want any fans to complain about the winning excuse. So we're going for Arsenal. They're taking a day. They just take it like that. So everything has been turn by turn.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Yes, sport fans, Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM, please make your comments very, very, straight to the point, no dragging. Yeah, just make it say, because a whole lot of people I know want to contribute, especially Arsenal fans. And that comes to my question before the break. One of the callers, while of course we're reading, the comments on Facebook, actually highlighted the point that England coaches are not good enough. Lampard, of course, is an English coach, and he failed to win the FA Cup. Yes, Chelsea had a bad day, but you look at what Lampard has done this season. Is it fair on Lampard when you look at the fact that no transfers, very young squad, and he still managed to do what he did? A whole lot of people say, oh yeah, he of course lost matches in the league, matches he should have won, but on a whole right now, would that really lay further credence to the fact that English coaches are just not good enough, Josh?
I think it's not an issue about nationality. If the coach is good, the coach is good. I know that everyone says English coaches, but what about Nigerian coach? What about Italian coach? What about Brazilian coaches? So that whole issue of nationality should not really be brought into play. The coach is the coach. His nationality is his nationality. An English coach has won the World Cup in Alf Ramsey, and I know that was in 1966. So it's everything. It's all fair in love and war. Everything differs in different scenarios and different situations. So I think that Lampard being Lampard it's not as a result of his nationality. Marcelo Lippi, Italian, Del Bosque, Spanish. Joachim Low was not a successful club manager. He was successful as a national team manager. So it all happens. Jose Mourinho is a Portuguese manager. No Portuguese manager has won the World Cup. So Jose Mourinho is still there. Alex Ferguson, Scottish. Zidane is France. Didier Deschamps, France. Claudio Ranieri, Italian, but still Ranieri hasn't really done much as well. There are lots of Italian managers in football. There are lots of Dutch managers in football. There have been some that have lived up to the expectation. There have been some that have lived up to expectation. Some have flopped tremendously. It's just everywhere. So Frank Lampard is doing a good job, but this wasn't his night. Kudos to Arsenal, and kudos once again to Aubameyang. With where Aubameyang has been scoring, especially Wembley, we could probably say he's the new Didier Drogba. We could probably call him the new king of Wembley, because of course it was phenomenal for Aubameyang again. 4 goals in 2 games. His last 2 games at Wembley Stadium. It shows that he's here to lead Arsenal into bigger things, and it's kudos to Aubameyang once again. But Frank Lampard, about him being a bad manager because he's English, no, I think it's we complain about racism and tribalism and segregation and everything, but it's bad to hear that you're faulting someone because of his nationality. It's double standards when you criticize they for doing the whole racism to you. So I think it just that point as Frank Lampard being a bad manager because of him being an English man is also wrong. The same way that notion of English players are not quality players and bang average players. It's not English players. Football has good players, great players, World Cup players, and bang average players. Bang average players are everywhere. The same way that we've had Stanley Okoro rise up to the occasion as a little Messi. In the same way that we had a Fran Merida rise up to the occasion at the under-17 of 2007. In the same way we had a Boyan Krikic, who was one of the best players at that tournament, flop like Chrysanthus Macaulay when they transcended into the big time, the big leagues. The same way that we had Sinama Pongo, who was the best player in 2001 under-17. He came up, won the Champions League Liverpool years, but what happened next? The same way that we had a Diego. The same way that we had a Diego Armando Maradona, a Diego Armando Maradona, a Luis Figo, a Xavi Hernandez, and Ike Casillas, and a Ronaldinho doing good things at the under 20, just like Messi and Mikel Lubi doing great things at the under 20 level, and they still took it up to the big league. So it's that whole average thing should not be attached to a nationality, someone's nationality. I know that the English players get the hype because of their media, because the English sports media is probably one of the best, or you could even say it's the best in the world. That's why the packaging, the marketability, the brand of the Premier League is everywhere. It's so in our faces, and they have polished and packaged their product so much, and they have presented it to the world, and we are filled with awe of the magnificent product which is the Premier League. And that is why it seems like the Premier League is overhyped. It's not about overhyped. They package it properly. La Liga also packages their league properly. Same with the Bundesliga, same with the MLS, same with the Absa Premier League. The MPFL, we play, I can say it, we have better footballers than they do in South Africa. I could say it anywhere. But the Absa Premier League is a well-packaged league. It's a well-marketed league. It's well-packaged. So, come on. You're obviously going to look for what is, like I said earlier on, you're going to go with what is more attractive to the eyes. And the Premier League is a league that's attractive to the eyes, the branding, the allure of the league, the setting, the music. And it's also English because we are English, we are an Anglophone nation as well. So, it's just what it is. These guys are good with their packaging and their branding. Doesn't mean that their players fine. Because the same way that you could have a phone this phone could have less memory, less RAM, because maybe the camera is better than this other phone, and its battery life is not as strong as this other phone. It's not even as strong physically as this other phone. Small thing, it breaks, but the parts are expensive. The phone itself is expensive, but it's still not relatively better than this phone. But because of the packaging, the branding, the marketability of that product, of that phone, it becomes more expensive than other ones. I know most people know what I'm talking about. So it's just it. Premier League, the English Premier League, as a brand, packages their products properly. So that's why their players are more expensive. That's why to get TV rights is more expensive. That's why it's always lucrative to go there, because you earn big bucks. And that's why when an English club wants to buy a Brut Haaland, Red Bull Salzburg will increase the price. That's why when an English club wants to buy someone from Juventus or from Atalanta, they up the price for them, because if the Premier League guys are making the money, we're going to bill you guys as long as people are making the most money. So it's just the way it is. It's just life. I think we should cut the slack on the whole English players are average, English managers are average. Everyone has quality players, everyone has quality managers, everyone has average players, everyone has average managers. The same bank average English players that we see, that we are criticizing, are the ones that won the under 17 and under 20 in 2017, and the full grown of that squad, likes of Jason Sancho that everyone is raving about, the likes of Miss Mount, Phil Foden, Callum Hudson-Odoi, players that everyone is saying, oh, this one they know Sabi, but look at them now. Look at how we are really raving about them. We are raving about Raheem Sterling, we are raving about Marcus Rashford. And yes, I know that the English players have not lived up to expectations in time past. But come on, this current crop of English players actually are doing better than their predecessors. Yeah, because we could not hype Frank Lampard as a player, we could not hype David Beckham as a player, or Steven Gerrard, but none of these guys got into the semi-final of any international tournament. This current crop of English players got into 2 semi-finals, the World Cup in 2018 and Euro Nations League semi-final. They got into 2 consecutive semi-final tournaments, and that shows an improvement in the ability of English football.
So Lampard should be cut some slack.
So yeah, it should be cut some slack. And even if it's going to be criticized, not because of its nationality.
Not because of its nationality, the words of Josh, but let me tell you, it's celebration mode for Arsenal fans. Arsenal. And of course, a whole lot of Arsenal fans are really, really excited. We're excited for them because they have won their 14th FA Cup final and trophy, after making things happen right there to, of course, beat Chelsea by 2-1. In other news, Eddie Howe has left Bournemouth by mutual consent. Yes, tell somebody that Overdose said so. Eddie Howe is no longer the coach of Bournemouth. He leaves Bournemouth after the Premier League side were relegated. And that, of course, is breaking in the camp of Bournemouth. Yes, you know they play their football at the Vitality Stadium. So Eddie Howe has left the club after they were relegated to the Championship. But we're still talking right now about What Say You. It's the FA Cup. And Arsenal fans, surely as much as Chelsea fans, want to tell us what's on their mind. Hello, good evening, welcome.
Oh, good evening.
I greet you, brother man. How you doing today?
Thank you. I'm an Arsenal fan. We have waited a lot.
You definitely waited a lot.
We have waited a lot for this moment. Tell all the Chelsea fans to stop complaining. This is Emeka from Mago.
Emeka, no location. I know you are carried away, but calm down.
No, all
right then, go on.
Please, first of all, please, I like Josh, his analysis and everything, but I want you to let him know that at times he digresses a lot from the point, the normal thing that he is supposed to analyze. You do go off at times, but he's a good analyst. Thank you, Josh.
Yeah,
then
you,
Chelsea fans are complaining. Understand? Remember that penalty. Caesar was the last man. He's supposed to get a red card. He's supposed to get a straight red card. But nobody is complaining. Nobody is seeing that moment. And prior to Kovacic getting that second yellow, he fouled an Arsenal player that he's supposed to get the second yellow before that yellow. Understand? Now nobody is seeing it. Please give this this trophy, Arsenal worth it. Arsenal merited it. We at class outplayed Chelsea. Even if they start this match now, we'll still beat them. Understand? So they should just accept it, swallow it, and sleep. Okay. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much. Yes, indeed, sport fans, Sports Radio 88.9, Brilla FM, and of course, Atalanta. They were beaten 0-2 by the team called Inter Milan. Well, Chukwunedu is on Facebook and he says, I've always known Chelsea fans as people that have mouth and like making noise, but I don't know why they cry too many times. Yes, anyway, they can go ahead and complain. Nothing like the FA. Please tell that to God. Okay then, Sports Radio 80.9 Brilla FM. Emmanuel right there, Gotep says, was it the referee that gave Chelsea the injury? The referee did his best. Chelsea were not disciplined in the match. I'm proud of you guys. Got us for life. Patrick Okuchukwu is the one who sends that one right there. Another call coming through, 0700000889. It's all about making sure that you get hot, juicy, fresh information all in the world of sports. I'll take that call and then go straight to the world of transfers to tell you players that are coming and going as far as the transfer business is concerned. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, Badu.
Yes, sir. Good evening. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, my brother.
Welcome, sir. Welcome. Josh is here.
Yeah, yes, good evening.
Good evening to you, bro.
Yeah. Congratulations to Arsenal and all Arsenal fans in the world. This is the third time Arsenal will win Chelsea at the final. 2002, Arsenal beat Chelsea at the final. 2017, Arsenal won Chelsea at the final. So 2020. So I think Chelsea fans, you guys will accept that when it comes to every cup with Arsenal at the Emirates, at the Wembley, there's always going to be Arsenal as the champion. I want to congratulate Arteta. It's not easy. The man did a huge job. Within 6 months, he controlled the Arsenal dressing room that it has already scattered from Emirates to Limburg, then to Arteta. Then he came in, he control all the boys from Shaka to WS and Co. Then they become a bond. They play for each other. They work for each other. They love together. They go together. Suddenly, Arsenal become as a team again. So now, under Arteta, the boys really come together. They fight for each other, and then they are now playing well as a team. When they make mistake, when WS make mistake, will come out openly and say that it was my fault. And we will apologize to the teammate, and then he will come to the media and say it was my fault. That shows good character. That shows that Arteta is doing something great. Because I can't believe it. Within 6 months, from being assistant coach of Man City, last season he was assistant coach to the Guardiola. They were the champion then. And then this season he became as a coach, as a champion. Former Arsenal captain, he won it as a captain for Arsenal. He also won it as a coach. What do you want from a young coach like Arteta? He has done well. I really appreciate him. As for Chelsea, when you look at Chelsea and Arsenal, really, in terms of players, they have better players than Arsenal. People keep saying that Lampard has done a great job since when he joined Chelsea. I think Arteta did a huge job than Lampard. Because Lampard came in and met a team, group of players, great players. William is there, Pulisic is there, Giroud, Abraham and Co, Kante, Jorginho, Azpilicueta. Rudiger and Marcos Alonso, great guys. Even their keeper also. Chelsea have a great player, great set of players than Arsenal. Arsenal, Lampard, just put a Lampard in the shoes of Arteta at Arsenal. Lampard cannot control the dressing room of Arsenal the way Arteta did. So, to my own opinion, Arteta did marvelous job. Really good job, because he really worked he put himself down and then the boys cooperate with him. So it's not easy. Just imagine last month, Lampard called Abraham a championship striker. Just imagine, that alone can distract a team. So it puts Lampard into the shoes of Arteta. He cannot control the dressing room of Arsenal. So to let you know that Arteta did great job, I'm really happy tonight. I'm really happy. I'm really happy for Arteta. I'm really happy for Aubameyang, and above all, for that young keeper, Martinez. That guy, Overdose, I don't know if you follow that guy history. He was from a poor family. Whereby his family could not afford a meal. The very poor family, very poor background.
Okay.
So I'm really happy to add. As for Peter Osimhen,
yes,
I want to say congratulations to him, because I don't think a Nigeria player has ever played for Napoli before. It will be Nigeria's first player to play for Napoli. And I want to advise him, because of their coach, Gattuso. Gattuso is someone that can behave as a maniac, somebody at some time. So he need to put himself down. You need to learn. You need to know the kind of coach he's working with. And I wish him good luck. I wish him good success. I wish him more goals at Napoli. Injury-free season.
All right, then. Thank you so much. Yes, indeed. Of course, a whole lot of people definitely will want to also contribute on the show. But Eddie Howe, I mean, you just had to see that coming. Eddie Howe, entered the new season with so much hope and ambition for Bournemouth, but in the end, it just wasn't to be. And him leaving, he could, or you, or we all could just say it was something that many people saw coming. Yeah, it's justifiable, because no one would want to get relegated, and even though it's the club that got relegated, you also would not want to be a part of it. It's only very few players that really have that patience and that mentality to say, okay, I'm going to come up with this team. We saw with Juventus after the Calciopoli scandal, Nedved, Trezeguet, Del Piero, Gigi Buffon stayed with the club, Jonathan Zabina, while the likes of Ibrahimovic, Lilian Thuram, Cannavaro, Zambrotta, they moved to pastures and names. So it's life. Some players, Timo went down with Crotone, and he's coming up with Crotone as well. So having Eddie Howe, a phenomenal manager, one manager who everyone has touted as the new Arsene Wenger, one who is poised for great exploits, for greater things, going down with Bournemouth after bringing them up in the Premier League 5 years ago. And ironically, these three teams, Norwich, Bournemouth and Watford, all came up from Championship together, and now are going back down there to start that struggle again. It takes a toll on your mentality. Probably Eddie Howe is so used to the big leagues, to the Premier League, that I don't think you want to go and step down and manage in the Championship. So it's looking possibly that Eddie Howe could probably take his talents to a Premier League club. Maybe any club that had an issue with his manager, Eddie Howe probably be one of the best candidates to replace any manager that could be axed before the start of the season in September. So it's a possibility that every player, every manager, and everyone who plays football
who have been relegated will obviously be thinking about doing. The likes of our own Madka Okoye, who traded Fortuna Düsseldorf, who were relegated for Sparta Rotterdam in the Eredivisie. The likes of Kenneth Omeru and Chidozie Awazemo are thinking of leaving Leganés in Espanyol. So it's just part of life. Bournemouth went down because they couldn't keep up with the pressure. They had too late resurgence. Watford came out of the bottom three earlier on, especially coming from that their 3-0 victory against Liverpool, but then they were dragged back into the doldrums of relegation and they went down. And it's just the way life is, Everyone wants to leave a sinking ship. Everyone wants to jump onto the next big thing. Everyone wants to jump onto the moving train. And Eddie Howe has seen his career, and he knows that I don't think I deserve to play in the Championship, so I want to stay in the Premier League. And even if I'm not in the Premier League, I'm going to be free agent. I'll probably try out another top division, but I'm not going to play in any second division. And it's a good one for his career. It's also a good one for Bournemouth. They could refresh, they could reboot. Probably maybe they would have needed him to take them back up to Premier League, but maybe he himself as a manager, he doesn't want to go on that 42-game struggle, or maybe it could even be 48-game struggle, or it could even be 47-game struggle if unfortunately you do not make it into the top 2 positions in the Championship. So good luck to Eddie Howe, and we'll definitely see him in Premier League very soon.
All right, then, good luck to him, and he definitely is a top manager. Forget the fact that Bournemouth were relegated. Takes nothing of the fact that he is a top manager, and might even be, eyeing another club to actually get his managerial duties back on track, you want to say, but he has left Bournemouth. Tell them you heard it right here on Brilla. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, sir, good evening. Who's on the line?
Who's on the line?
Ovie, welcome. How you doing?
Fine, man.
Well done, sir.
I'm so happy for Mikel Arteta. After that first split, that loss, everyone was talking as if he was gone, and then see how it ends. He gets a major trophy at the end of the season, first season for that matter. I'm so happy for him. Josh, when you are talking about the Premiership, there's something you forgot to add. When you are the Premiership, you also pay the highest tax. So whatever you earn, over 60% will go back to the government. So that's into consideration as well. For Victor Osimhen, I was always afraid of him going to Italy.
Why?
And I'm always afraid of our players playing in the local league.
Wow. Oh my word, yes indeed, a sport fan, Sports Radio 88.9, Brilla FM. Ovie, try calling back so you definitely will tell us what's on your mind concerning Victor Osimhen. Said he's actually afraid. I don't know, should we be afraid of Victor Osimhen playing in the Italian Liga? The first Nigerian to actually do that right there in the Serie A. And you look at, of course, the fact that he's been signed for that huge amount of money. I mean, let's not forget as to what happened to Nicolas Pepe leaving Lille and going to Arsenal.
And he still came on good.
He still came good, but then you look at the fact that at some point you felt the pressure was getting to him. Should we expect that, or Victor Osimhen, or how easily or seamlessly do you see him fitting into Napoli?
Well, there are two underlying factors about this Victor Osimhen deal. One, is he a project of Renato Gattuso, or is he a project of Aurelio De Laurentiis? That's going to be the major talking point, because if he's a product of Aurelio De Laurentiis, who is also a movie producer, the man's an eccentric character as well. So if he's a project of De Laurentiis, then most definitely Osimhen is there to stay at the club, because if he's a project of the president, then who knows, maybe the first 6 weeks or the first 2 months of the season will be bad for Ipatanope, and then they'll strike the hammer on Gattuso and axe him from the job. And if he is a Gattuso project, then that's going to be a huge problem to Victor Osimhen, because it will affect his confidence, it could affect his morale, it could also affect his play time. Maybe the new manager will not like him, will not like the Victor Victor Osimhen's kind of player. I was looking for someone else. But for a club like Napoli to spend so much money, I think it should be a unanimous decision from both the president and the club. And the president is also like an Abramovich, is hands-on. He gets involved in things like transfer. So
he's always there.
He's always there. So for him to cough out the huge amount, whether it's the 80 million or the 50 million, it's still huge.
It's still massive.
It's still massive. It's still massive. So for him to cough out that amount of money for Osimhen, then of course they have him as a long-term plan. They have him in their long-term plans, and they definitely hope that Osimhen will become so big that they could probably even cash out on him in a few years' time, like they did to with Gonzalo Higuain, when he was sold to Juventus for a massive figure. So,
but you now, Josh, looking at it personally, when you look at Victor Osimhen, you look at how his career projected from not being a star player right there at Wolfsburg, went to Charleroi, and then from there attracted attention from Lille, make things happen, and now with Napoli. How well do you see him fitting in?
I see him doing
do you think
very
it's
well.
going to be a struggle somewhat before he starts?
I feel like it depends on his first. I feel everything depends on his first few weeks at the club.
Okay.
I hope, just like every Nigerian, I hope for him to even to win the car.
I hope for him to have that Bruno Fernandes effect.
That Bruno Fernandes effect, that Capo Canonieri effect, where he goes gung-ho and scores 20 plus goals and is in the race with Ronaldo, Immobile, Lukaku for the Capo Canonieri award as the highest goal scorer in the Serie A. I hope, even if he doesn't win that award, but if he goes toe-to-toe with the top dogs in the attacking position, then it's a big one. It's a huge one for his career. But it's those first few weeks that are going to matter. Is he going to score? Is he going to score as much goals as expected? Is he going to even score? Is he going to have like a goal drought sometimes?
But then again, when you have players like Insigne,
Callihan,
Dries Mertens
around you, you definitely need to perform. You definitely are going to perform. Hervin Lozano, the team is going to be shaped around Osimhen's strength, and most definitely, I want Osimhen to perform. I hope he performs. Everything boils down to his mentality. Everything boils down to how he's going to take the pressure. He's someone that knows how to handle pressure. He's handled pressure a lot in his career. He's been ridiculed. He's been looked down upon. He's not been taken as a serious player. He looks like a flash in the pan originally, but he's come good. He's proven his doubters wrong after his spell at Wolfsburg. I know Wolfsburg will be kicking their shins right now, wondering where did he go wrong? How did we capitalize on this phenomenal player when we capitalized on Kevin De Bruyne, who was rejected from Chelsea? Like how did he miss on Osimhen? But he's now in Napoli, done in number 9 shirt, won by likes of Cavani, Higuain, trying to see if he's going to become the next big thing after Diego Maradona. So it's going to be massive.
But my concern is, you look at the Italian league, has one of the tightest defense. But let me point out now.
Recent season,
not the recent times.
Not recent time. And Osimhen is that direct striker. He's that people Inzaghi striker. He's that striker that could come clean. He's that. I would have wanted to. There's this other AC Milan striker that scored the 1994 final. He's always direct. His name will come to my head later on. But he's always direct. He's always direct. He's Italian. He's Italian. He's always direct. He always knows how to put himself in the right positions. And Osimhen is one player that is explosive. He's pacey. He's swift. He's fast. He's like, I love his style of play. I love Osimhen's style of play, and he's going to work perfectly well at Napoli. It's just about those few games. It's just about those few games that things are going bad for him. That's going to be the problem. It's just about those it's just about going to do those Masaru. So it's just Daniel Masaru. It's just about those little few games for Victor Osimhen if he can come under the pressure, under the scrutiny, like the likes of Daniel Masoro did in that 1994 final when AC Milan took on Johan Cruyff's Barcelona. It don't seem like Barcelona were going to run riot over Milan, and then Milan also they lost the likes of Costa Curta to injury, lost a couple of key players, but then Donadoni, Paolo Maldini, Desai stepped up and said, no, we're not a defensive side, we're going to take the game. Lost Franco Baresi as well due to injury, and they still beat Barcelona 4-0, a whooping sum in the Champions League final 1995. I know Guardiola's and the rest were beating, but before people say I digress, it's too much now. Back to the
talking about Osimhen.
I'm talking about Osimhen and overcoming pressure, just like this Milan team did in 1994. If Osimhen can be able to rise above the pressure, if Osimhen can be able to keep his head down, remain humble, remain hardworking, remain steadfast, keep on persevering, and above all, have his mentality in check. He should not listen to pressure. He should not get weighed down by anxiety. He should not panic. He should not lose his confidence. He should not get nervy if things are not going well. They would go well for Osimhen. But if things are not going well for Osimhen, peradventure, his first game he didn't score, his second game he didn't score, there will obviously be the whispers, there will always be did we waste our money on this guy after all the 2 months plus of stress. I know we reported this first right here on Brilla FM, June 4th 2020, that Osimhen has signed a 4-year deal to join Napoli. A 5-year deal, I beg your pardon. 5 years join Napoli. We said so. 5-year deal to join Napoli, and then everyone came at us that, how do we know? We are Brilla FM. We're the number one sports station in the entire continent of Africa. And still,
the player himself actually came out to say it's not really.
All those things are just the normal Sakamaji. So he's lying relatively. It's like that. It's all the normal things that people say because they want to have the narrative suit their own particular perspective. So if he can overcome the whole press talk pressure, the whole media pressure, the whole pressure from his peers, from agents, from advisors, from if he can overcome all those pressure, if he can come clean like we want him to come clean, maintain his diet, maintain his physique, everything will work well.
Hello, good evening.
That is good. How you guys doing?
Joe, welcome. We're good.
Thank you very much. Congratulations to us, Arsenal fan, and Arsenal fans all over the world. So happy, so elated. But I'm a little bit indifferent. Honestly speaking, for winning trophy, I am happy for Arsenal. But for qualifying for Europa League, I just hope we will not go there to go and make up the numbers again. But if many people are basing this on to keep Aubameyang, I don't know where that belief has been coming from. I feel so confident that Aubameyang will stay. And the money he's even asking for is a peanut to what Ozil is collecting, and it's not doing anything. But that's, by the way, for another topic. And let me now talk about the analysis of Josh. In all honesty, I mean, the referee still needs 1 or 2 blunders, but that can't justify that was the reason why Chelsea lost. I mean, I saw like first 15 minutes, Chelsea have gone ahead. The overconfidence in them, in their fans, even on the players that started. So it is not no-brainer. Fine, especially one tackle that brought down Pedro before he had that injury. I felt it had been a free kick for them. Then the tackle, the second yellow card. I mean, that should not be a yellow card. In fact, it should have been a yellow card to Xhaka, not what's the call? Kovacic. But that's by the way. So, like I said, it should not be an excuse not to have lead very well against Arsenal. But before the game, during the game, after the game, that confidence was just in me that anyhow, Arsenal is repeating history this night. I could not have opportunity of calling for some days now, but other places, I made my observation about this FA Cup. So it's a very good one. I was about bringing the fact too, but you've said it. Being the coach, won it as a captain and has won it as a coach as well. So Lampard was also trying to do this, but Lampard was as a player, because doing all his thing with Chelsea, it is not John Terry that is, lifting the trophy. It will be so. The good one for Lampard, he really tried. I never expected both them and Arsenal to even play any final and whatsoever. Then some people, I don't know, maybe anybody has called to say Arsenal does not deserve to be in Europa League. Judging from an Arsenal team that for in the 80s, in the 90s, down to early 2000, Arsenal will always qualify for Champions League. So it's not because of the fans. Arsenal have found themselves in the last 3, 4, 5 years now that neither here nor there of not making to the Champions League. Who is rules to be challenging top 6 when there is Arsenal, when there is even Spurs are even in the last 3 seasons now. Spurs, you can't just throw them away. So my point is, if Arsenal has not so well in the league, they wouldn't be even waiting for FA Cup final to make Europe. So they will have at least drag Leicester City away from even if it is Chelsea that will suffer, or Arsenal should be in the rank of Manchester United and Liverpool. They just won the Premiership. But when we talk about Premiership and the way teams should be qualifying, Arsenal should be ranked where Manchester United, Chelsea and some others. So Wales was just very good this season, but since they cannot make it with that table, every one of us were looking at. Well, Arsenal is as good as making it to the Europa League. But like I said, overdose, just for Arsenal to concentrate for the title with this crop of players and Aubameyang staying, like I said, seeing another players coming in, Arsenal should be challenging for the title. That is my own. So no any other distraction. You play in Europe. If you know you want to play in Champions League, challenge for the title. If you cannot fall between second to fourth and make the Champions League, not by just going to Europa, because Europa is so many jam-packed. You play so many games before you get to the final, and look at the manner at which Arsenal lost that final against Chelsea.
All right then. Thank you so much, Joe Baba. Yes, indeed, a whole lot of talk as to Arsenal-Chelsea, the final. Yes, indeed, number 14 for the season right there. And it's all about making sure that Arsenal are still the most decorated team in the cup. Talking about the FA Cup. But then, let's quickly go to Ciro Immobile, Josh. For the first time in his career, he wins the European Golden Shoe. 37 matches, 36 goals. Would you really, honestly say Ciro Immobile is the best striker in the world right now?
Yeah. No, he's one of the best strikers in the world.
Okay, one of.
Yeah, but it's not the best.
I thought that winning the Golden Shoe actually puts you in that position where it's not debatable.
Well, he played 4 games more than Lewandowski, so and in the Champions League, Lewandowski has 11 goals, so Lewandowski has still scored more goals and still outscored Ciro Immobile. Ciro Immobile is the Golden Boot winner, European Golden Boot winner. Congratulations to him. Great one for him, phenomenal for him, but he's not the best striker in the world. Best striker in the world, best number 9 in the world currently right now, Robert Lewandowski. To me, if the Ballon d'Or would have held this year, he would be the favorite, not even Ronaldo, not even Lionel Messi. He would be the favorite to win the Ballon d'Or for 2020, just like Van Dijk was for last year and Modric was for 2018. This year would have been the year of Robert Lewandowski. Even if he doesn't win it, even if Ronaldo wins it or Messi wins it as they normally do, but it will be the year that Lewandowski will be in the picture. Those two gods of football. So
this is the second player to actually break that Messi-Ronaldo dominance.
Yeah. for the
golden shoe.
Yeah, Ciro Immobile and Luis Suarez.
Yes, Suarez.
2015, 2016. Yeah. So it's a great one for Ciro Immobile. Phenomenal player. He really stepped up to the plate this season for Lazio. They're going to be disappointed that they are finishing fourth in the Serie A, but at least they're going to make another appearance in the Champions League. They Internazionale Milan, Atalanta, and La Vecchia Signora once again. La Vecchia Signora once again would be making their place in the Champions League, but it's a sad one for Juventus. But congratulations to Immobile. Let me not take the shine off Immobile. It's his day, it's his night. He's the European golden boot.
It's his day, it's night, and it is surely a moment to savor for the Italian. 36 goals in 37 matches. Not often do you see, a player from a club like Lazio come, and actually claim that award. I mean, a whole lot of people looking at Ronaldo, Messi, Lewandowski, Suarez, Benzema. But then, from nowhere, Ciro Immobile comes and makes it happen. Sport Fans, Sports Radio, 88.9 Brilla FM. In doing so, he ties Gonzalo Higuain's all-time record of 36 goals in a Serie A season. Yes, indeed. Also taking home the Capocannonieri. Yes, Capocannonieri. I keep saying Capocannonieri. Yes, talking about the award for the highest goal scorer in the Serie A. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello.
Hi.
My name is Chidera Onyeka.
Chidera, how old are you?
I'm 12 years.
Oh, Chidera, is your mom or your daddy close to you? Because I can't be talking to a minor.
No.
Please get them back right there with you, and then of course I can actually know that they're with you, so that they can actually listen to you and monitor what you say. All right, thank you so much. Chidera, so sorry, but next time just make sure your dad or your mom is just close by, and then I can know that, okay, fine, you are in their company. Yes, but you want to actually express yourself. We all love expressing ourselves, but then, as a minor, you have to be with your guardian or your parents. Meanwhile, Mikel Arteta winning his first FA Cup as a manager, and it's all about making sure that he did it right there. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang for Pulisic. He, of course, left the FA Cup final with an apparent hamstring injury, and he becomes the first American to score in an FA Cup final. Victor Osimhen, yes, reportedly makes him the most expensive African signing in history. $96 million from Leo to Napoli. I'm talking about Leo. They've been making good investment. I mean, you look at the fact that they made $94 million on Pepe, selling him to Arsenal, and of course that was just last year, and now this year $96 million. Osimhen going to Napoli. But then you also have Cedric Bakambu, $83 million. He's third on the list. Then you have Riyad Mahrez, $76 million from Leicester to Man City in 2018. He's fourth on the list. Fifth is Aubameyang. Of course, he left Tottenham for Arsenal in 2018 for $71 million. Naby Keita is in at number 6. Yes, $64 million from RB Leipzig to Liverpool in 2018. Then you have number 7 being Achraf Hakimi of Morocco. Yes, $53 million from Real Madrid to Inter Milan this year. Then at number 8 is Mo Salah, $44.5 million from Roma to Liverpool in 2017. Hakim Ziyech is down, number 9. Yes, $43.5 million from Ajax to Chelsea this year. And at number 10, it's Sadio Mane, $42.5 million when he left Southampton to Liverpool in 2016. So Victor Osimhen being the highest African player in terms of fee paid, money paid for a player. I don't know. A lot of people are saying that in itself attracts pressure. What say you? Do you think it will attract any form of pressure to Victor Osimhen, who is looking to settle like the Serie A with Napoleon colors? All right then. Hello, who's there?
Hey, Badou.
I greet you, brother man. How you doing?
Oh, bless God. Good to hear from you.
Good to hear from you too. What is your name?
Dave.
Dave. Okay, yes. Dave. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Yes, so congratulations to Arsenal and Ndombele. The guy has really tried. So,
who is Ndombele?
Sorry, this Lazio striker.
Ciro Immobile.
Immobile, yes.
Okay.
That's right. I think he equaled the Higuain record.
Yes, he did.
He tried very well. And you see English players,
yes.
I think the world have to start to respect them and apologize to them. Because when you look at some other countries, look at this Felix in Atletico Madrid. How much did they sign him? Look at this Dembele.
Griezmann.
How much? Griezmann, how much? Are you getting me?
Yeah.
Philippe Coutinho, how much? Dembele for this Tottenham, how much?
Tanguy Ndombele, yeah.
Yes. Bakayoko, how much? Okay, look at this small boy now in Barcelona. They are putting almost 180 or 200.
Ansu Fati.
That couldn't score to 10 goals. Then look at this small boy, Greenwood. The boy has scored up to 17 goals this season. So if they put him now for 50 million or 60, they say he's overrated. I don't know what is wrong with people. English players, they are not, people don't give them respect that they deserve. Look at Rashford now. If you want to sell Rashford now, they put Rashford for 80 or 90, everybody will start shouting. How much did they sign Pogba? Is it not 89? Look at this small keeper that is dancing up and down in Chelsea, Kepa. Is it not 70-something million pounds? This Sheffield United goalkeeper that is among the top 5 in Premier League.
Nick Henderson.
If they want to sell him now, they say it's over high. I've not seen any English player that someone has bought for 100 million pounds. The only English player they have bought 80 million pounds is only Maguire. The rest is 50. If you want to sell Sterling today, if the Sterling is from another country, they will sell Sterling for 150 based on current form. They will sell Sterling for 150 or 180. But now if they want to sell Sterling now, they start calling 70 or 80. They say it's overrated. I think we should respect English players, please. They should respect them. They are doing very well and they are good. And people will keep saying they are overrated. With this, what's it called now in Barcelona? What's his name? Dembele. What is he doing there?
He's carrying.
Is that playing boy again? What's he doing there? Is he doing anything there? This Felix they bought for Atletico Madrid. The somebody that couldn't even score up to 10 goals. They bought him for 1something million pounds. I beg they should just respect these players. They are doing very well.
All right.
And they are not. They are even making money for people. Other people are coming to collect money from their own country, collecting big money from their country, and them that are making that money, they are not even getting what they're supposed to get. Thank you, Overdose.
All right, Dave, you are most welcome right here on Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. Yes, never has an FA Cup win been so important to Arsenal. It was a record-setting 14th success for the North London club, and it is one that could make the summer a much more enjoyable experience for Gunners fans around the world. 2 goals from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang saw Arsenal come from behind to beat Chelsea 2-1 at Wembley and ensured they did not suffer the embarrassment of missing out on European football for the first time in 25 years. It would have been a very big one, a big embarrassment had they failed to make it to Europe. But then, of course, a whole lot of Arsenal fans are right now saying, sign the man called Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. I will, of course, bring that to the table with Josh right here with me in the studios. But let me just quickly let you in on, of course, this one. Yes, indeed, where the man called Toure has defended the Arsenal trio of Xhaka, Luiz, and Pepe. I will give you that one. But then Desires was on target, talking about our Nigerian striker. Of course, you do know. Well, He now plays for Genk, for those of you who don't. And for those of you who do, he got the goal with Ignatius Ganago as Genk found the back of the net. Yes, indeed, right there. Well, it was a 1-0 draw in the end in a pre-season game played earlier today. Nigerian forward Desires joined the blue and white in June from Dutch side Heracles Almelo when he shone during his one-year stay with the club. The 25-year-old won the 2019-2020 Eredivisie joint top scorer award along with Steven Bergwijn, 15 goals apiece, and had 18 strikes in 29 appearances across all competitions for the club before his departure. So good one, you want to say, for Cyril Desires right there for Genk, making it count. Meanwhile, Arsenal defender Kolo Toure defends on the far Arsenal trio, Granit Xhaka, David Luiz, and Nicolas Pepe, saying, hey, come on, for those of you who are doubting them, they have actually made it count. And what a way they've done it, by making sure they lifted the 14th FA Cup title. All right, still giving you some more news. Yes, I know Eddie Howe has left Bournemouth, and that's why I gave you that one. Also, the WTA Heaton, a return by the player testing positive for COVID-19. I also told you how Hamilton has taken his 7th British Grand Prix pole position ahead of the race proper. But then, for Frank Lampard, he has come out to say his side just got complacent. Yes, they were very shambolic, especially when they left, or should I say, took their foot off the pedal, especially after that first 15 minutes. Well, that's according to their manager, who said his side can only blame themselves after they let an early lead slip as Arsenal won the FA Cup final today. Pulisic scored an excellent opener but was injured before Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang's 2 goals secured the Gunners a trophy for the 14th time. And for Lampard, he said, we got complacent, took time on the ball like we were taking a stroll. We didn't play well enough to win a final. A lot of today is on us. Yes, Pulisic put the Blues ahead, we know, but then at the start of the second half, he picked up an injury before Kovacic was sent off for 2 bookable offenses, and Pedro dislocated his shoulder at the end of a costly evening. We started well for 10 to 15 minutes, and we can only blame ourselves from that point. A final can never be a stroll, and we allowed them back into the game. We were slow, we played back on ourselves, we invited pressure. Chelsea play Bayern Munich next weekend in the second leg of their delayed Champions League last 16 tie, and Lampard, yes, has admitted that he could be struggling to get the players that he will execute for that game. Lampard, who won the FA Cup 4 times as a player for Chelsea, said that midfielders Willian and N'Golo Kante were not fit to feature, and that Ruben Loftus-Cheek was also out of action. Oh my word. Wow. That is really not good news if you're a Chelsea fan. Hello, good evening to you. Welcome.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. Good evening. How you doing?
I'm fine. I'm good.
Yes, are you an Arsenal fan? You sound like you're so excited.
I'm a Chelsea fan.
Oh, you're a Chelsea fan. Yeah, I'm so sorry.
I'm so happy for Arteta.
You're so happy for
Arteta.
Oh, that's nice. That's a good one. Okay.
I'm trying to achieve that kind of trophy. But for me, Lampard does not have any link to play. He's trying, but really the luck Anyway, all of them are trying. God is for only one team, it's not for 2 teams. So, now fighting is only one that we win.
Okay.
But Osimhen, we should not be afraid of any challenge that is going to face there. So, I wish you good luck there.
Okay. All right, then. Thank you so much. Yes, indeed. Arsenal are the kings of the cup, and they have done it yet again. I like that. The man saying congratulations to Mikel Arteta. Even as a Chelsea fan, that is a very, very good spirit of sportsmanship right there from that last caller. Well, quickly, let me just serve you some news on the transfer front so you get to know what's happening. Yes, right here on Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. Yes, I must tell you, it's going to be very hot this transfer window, and a whole lot of people are looking to see which players their club will be signing. For some Chelsea fans, they're saying, come on, we need improvement at the back, not the front. Frank Lampard should buy quality defenders because they feel that their defense is one of the worst, if not the worst, not just in Europe but also in the English Premier League. Yes, Eddie Howe has left Bournemouth by mutual consent. It's been an unbelievable journey. Thank you so much for the memories, Eddie Howe. That's coming from Bournemouth after confirming that the man called Eddie Howe has left the club. Meanwhile, Watford are in talks with Udinese's Luca Gotti. I gave you that before, and of course I must tell you that is what they want. They want the man to replace Nigel Pearson, who was sacked just before the end of the season that has just elapsed. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang refused to be drawn on his future after netting a match-winning brace. Mikel Arteta's side have continued to look to their captain for inspiration throughout the uncertainty surrounding his contract situation, and he underlined his value to the Gunners' cause with that wonderful brace that was scored earlier today. Meanwhile, Raul Jimenez is being linked with a move to Manchester United, but then I must tell you, yes, Steve Bull, who's a legend of Wolverhampton Wanderers, he says Jimenez will just be a very good addition to Manchester United. James Rodriguez's agent, Jorge Mendes, is pushing for his client to join Man United. It is claimed that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not keen on the Colombian international, who finds himself frozen out at Real Madrid. Meanwhile, Ghent left-back Milad Mohammadi has emerged as a target for Leeds, according to a full and reports in England. Yes, the Whites are looking to bolster their ranks ahead of a return to the Premier League. Jordan Henderson claims leaving Liverpool never crossed his mind during a testing start to his spell at Anfield, with the Premier League title winner always determined to prove people wrong. The Red skipper revealed that it wasn't always easy at the start, but he never even thought about leaving. Inter forward Lautaro Martinez is still waiting on Barcelona to formalize their interest in signing him or securing his signature, whichever you want to put it. Yes, the La Liga side, they've been heavily linked to the Argentine international, and reports claim that the South American is keeping the door open for a move to the Camp Nou to be made as quickly as possible. Juventus remain keen on Roman star Nicola Zaniolo. Maurizio Sarri wants to land another goal-scoring midfielder and could launch a raid on the Serie A rival. Remember, they were beaten by that same rival 3-1 today in the final game of the Serie A season, with Roma getting the better of Juventus. Meanwhile, Eduardo Camavinga will wait on a dream move to Real Madrid rather than join another club. The Stade Rennais midfielder is one of Europe's football's most promising young talents and has registered on the Blancos radar for some time. Barcelona are looking to engineer a second swap deal with Juve. The start of the transfer window saw Arthur sold to the Serie A champions, with Miralem Pjanic set to move the other way, and a similar deal is now on the table involving Ivan Rakitic and Rodrigo Bentancur. So now you know, a second swap deal between Juventus and Barcelona after Arthur and the man called Pjanic changed club sides. Yes, Pjanic moving from Juve to Barcelona, Arthur moving from Barcelona to Juve, and another one could be on the cards. Allowing Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang's contract to run down is typical Arsenal, and that's according to German Pennant, where the Gunners told they should look into selling Mesut Ozil and invest those funds in a new deal for their captain. Man United need to go get Jack Grealish and Jadon Sancho, and that's according to Ryan Giggs, a former captain and manager of the side, with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer urged to add greater depth to his squad with proven performance. All right, another call coming through, 07-000-889. That is the number. Hello, who's there? Good evening to you.
Good evening to the fantastic man with the plan. The one God chose. We call him the great elder, Mr. Okoji Chidozie Jester. Over to
you always get me every time with that one.
Over to you.
Welcome, my man. How you doing today?
How you living?
I'm good. How you living?
I'm fine, thank you.
Welcome.
Happy New Month to you.
Yeah, thanks, my man. Thank you so much.
Thank God we made it.
Yeah, we did.
Mr. Josh calling.
Good evening to you. Good evening.
How you living, sir? How you living, sir?
Living good. I'm so excited. It's August. I'm an August baby, so come on. I'm just gonna be cruising this month.
Each time I hear the both of you combination, as in the combo, as in it's like taxing, as I don't even know which taxing to start the show. But you guys are cool. You are fantastic.
You could probably call us Demolition.
Maybe that's Steven. Yeah, my name is Steven John.
Stephen John, you are welcome. Go on.
Yeah, congratulations to Arsenal. I expected this. I saw it coming. Because according to now chapter 1 verse 9, affliction shall not rise again a second time. You cannot watch Chelsea defeat you recently just last season. In the final you show need so you can get the Champions League. And you lost 4-1. And you have another opportunity. In the final you show need just to win the Europa League. And you come to lose it. It's not possible now. So this Bible verse really favored Arsenal. Affliction shall not rise again a second time. And it never happened. I'm happy for them. I'm happy for Arteta. And for Victor, I'm very, very, very ecstatic. Since yesterday, I've been tagging in left, right, center. I was very, 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 very happy. Even if it's not the best the club that we just take him to the limelight. But then this is also a stepping stone. I'm very ecstatic for him, and I know to me, Gennaro Gattuso is the kind of coach you need to get to the top. Because he's the kind of coach, even though he's not a top coach, he's the kind of individual that I know that it brings out the teacher as a, even if you are sweat there, even if you don't, as a, we shall tell you that the laziness, the lackadaisical spirit will leave you, and then you become very vibrant. So I'm very, very, very optimistic and sure that the Osimhen will start banging in the goals for Napoli. All I pray for is injury free, and that's just it. Thank you and God bless you guys.
Thank you so much. Yes, indeed. Stephen John are breaking it down. Yes, Joe Aribo and Leon Balogun actually started today as Rangers, kick-started the season with a win. A narrow win. They won at the margin, but a win is a win. That's what they say, and that's what it is. At the end of the day, it was a 1-0 win over Aberdeen, but Rangers kicking things off nice and easy right there. Okay then, Sport Fans, Sports Radio 88.9 Brother FM. Yes, British star Lewis Hamilton is in pole for the British Grand Prix, and how fitting.
Silverstone.
Let's quickly touch on that as we look to wrap things up in what has been an eventful and adventurous evening right here on the mic. Lewis Hamilton, what are his chances of picking up the British Grand Prix? I mean, starting in his 91st pole in his career, that is something.
Well, this is his home Grand Prix. This is basically the event at Silverstone. Basically, is like the home of Formula One.
It goes down tomorrow.
It goes down tomorrow at Silverstone, and this is probably the home of Formula One. This is probably one of the most prestigious races in the FIA season. This, and you can also say the Temple of Speed in Monza. And Lewis Hamilton is one racer that has really taken charge of activities at Silverstone. He's really broken lots of records at Silverstone. He's won this event for the past 3 consecutive years, and he wants to keep on making it better. He wants to keep on doing things happen, and this will be him aiming for his 7th British Grand Prix win in total. That is going to be phenomenal. It will be the 71st consecutive British Grand Prix as part of the World Championship. So it's going to be monumental for Lewis Hamilton. He would want to cap a lovely homecoming back to his home country with a win at the British Grand Prix. And then the one I can't wait for is the 70th anniversary Grand Prix. It's going to be happening at the same circuit out there in Silverstone. So we are in for an exceptional 2 weeks of Formula One, and if Lewis Hamilton can win win this race, the British Grand Prix and 70th anniversary Grand Prix next weekend, then we could probably be seeing him stroke to his 6th F1 title.
All right then, yes, Sport Fans, Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. Yes, David Luiz close to tears at Wembley after going 88 minutes without conceding a penalty. You want to say really a bold step right there by Mikel Arteta to actually hand him a contract extension. Remember, that was about the same week he made 2 monumental errors when football got back on a restart against Man City. But Mikel Arteta kept faith in him, and the man repaid that faith with great performances. First in the semi-final against Man City, and today he was very, very instrumental to Arsenal winning. We'll take a couple of more calls, 2 more calls before we call it a wrap right here on Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM, your home of sports. Overdose back on the mic. Hello, good evening.
The voice of the elder.
I greet you, brother man. How you doing today?
I heard you. Ike Okori. Good evening.
Good evening to you, bro. Good evening.
Yeah, Emeka Wankwo.
Emeka Wankwo, quickly. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I think overdose. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose due to some circumstances. We understand. Yeah. I must say congratulations to Arsenal fans. The truth remains that when the luck wants to go against you, many things will come to play. We understand. Yeah. It's not as if head to head Arsenal don't have a good team now to compare with what Chelsea have. Despite not going to market. So but at times that does not work. Different things all together will come to play. So congratulations to them. Then Osimhen, I must tell you that I'm very happy for that young guy. One thing he should do is to manage the pressure at the start. He can be able to manage the pressure from 3 to 4, 5 games. He's there. Because I know when he gets over the pressure, he can manage to score goal. You know, when a striker is playing under pressure, that striker will not be settled. And you know, football is all about it's just like driving. You understand? If you don't take decisions in football or take decisions in driving, you will not end well. Thank you very much.
All right, yes, indeed. I opted for a couple, but it seems that's how we're going to call it a wrap for today, for tonight, and on a night where Arsenal have reigned supreme, towering above the opposition and winning the FA Cup. It's been wonderful.
Wonderful. Congratulations to Mikel Arteta. Congratulations to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Congratulations to the Arsenal faithful. Affliction really doesn't tire for a while. Joy comes in the morning. This is joy. This is the light at the end of the tunnel.
In the morning. That is for real.
Mobile as well, a hero. He is an icon, winner of European Golden Boot, and of course Leon Balogun, Joe Aribo for Glasgow Rangers. Before I say Enugu Rangers, and finally to our own Nigerian hitman Victor Osimhen on his deal to Napoli. Once again, happy birthday to King Papilo Kanu. One day he actually did make us proud.
And that was at the Olympics in 1996.
Yeah, ironically, yesterday, July 31st, was against Brazil. Was 24 years after we beat Brazil in Atlanta in 1996. So, July 31st, 96, Kanu led Nigeria to win Brazil in semi-final of the Olympic football event. August 1st, he celebrates a new year. So congratulations to him. Happy birthday, Kanu. Happy birthday to Arsenal. Congratulations to Arsenal. And let's just rejoice. And of course, it's a new month. It's August, the month of bliss. People bliss. It's also my month as well. So come on, let's get the countdown started.
Okay. Thank you so much, Josh, for making things happen alongside me right here in the studios of Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. And not to worry, tomorrow we'll be back by 5 p.m. to actually hit you with everything sports, so you get to know what is happening. Yes, indeed. And a big thanks to everyone who made the show a success today. And of of course, let's do it tomorrow. Why not? If not, right here on your home of the fans, your frequency of champions. It's a new month. Like, of course, Josh rightly said, it's the first, and we hope that every single target, every single goal, and every single objective you set out for this month will actually be met. Yes, as long as you direct it to God Almighty, like I said when I started off. And of course, I will definitely bring this man on board to actually end the show on a wonderful note. Yes, indeed. There's a part of the song that says, Oromi Lowo Oluwa. Yes, your matter will be God hand. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Kiss Daniel.